on it.
3, 2,
It was like,
boom.
man, it was hella killing with that strategy.
Okay, we're live, guys.
And
We're
like
live.
No.
We're
I
live.
didn't know we were live.
We are live.
You had no idea, Charlie? Not a single clue.
I knew.
No, nobody knew. Thank you guys so much for coming through. It's our end of 2020
Get out of here.
Thank God.
episode.
Burn it.
Yes.
Get it out of
yes.
here.
Oh yeah,
What
tomorrow's
an
the
amazing
last.
year.
It's
Suck.
been
was such
such
a
an
good year.
amazing year.
It was
Such
such a
a
good year.
great,
Such
I'm
a
definitely
great,
sarcastic.
terrible year. Yes.
great year.
No pun.
Before we, it's like like you cough when you're lying type of
I
situation.
know, but I'm saying, but with this year, that's like no pun because this year has been full of don't cough.
It's been
Oh, yeah.
gosh, my heart hurts when I think of this year. My heart hurts. But really quick for you guys watching, let me know how everything sounds. Can you hear the gang?
Oh, I
Well-
guess we should talk.
Hello.
Yeah, to help them.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hey, what about now? What about
is
now?
that melody?
So 2020 has been a crazy year. Welcome to our Party Chat podcast. This is episode 6, I believe.
I don't know.
There will be more episodes as January comes in. We're gonna be texting each other, and we're gonna be, getting I have some ideas for next year. I'm not gonna share them now. I'm gonna tell the group later, but we will have some better things. Christmas is done. Thank you, Jesus. The year is gonna be done. Thank you,
I was
Jesus.
gonna say, what's wrong with Christmas?
Why you
No.
What's that?
Well, my Christmas was a little different this year. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I had some like when I think of Christmas, I just think of the Christmas collabs. That's what and there's
okay.
I still have more videos that I'm editing that we ain't gonna get into that right now.
You still got some in the clip? You got some in the chamber?
Wait.
Hold on.
What you mean you got something
Hold
crazy
on.
done?
Hold on. No. I'm still gonna post that ish. The hard work that I put in and the ish that I went through for them videos, bruh. No, I'm posting them. It's gonna be New Year. People are
On
gonna
the
in the comments.
10th day of
Christine,
Christmas.
it's
Oh, right,
New
it's
Year. It's New Year. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I Christine will bleed into January. Okay, it was a lot of hard work put in, and a lot of people, came and went and was a part of the. That whole situation.
Yeah.
So, and I'm grateful for everyone that was a part of it. So I don't want that to be in vain. I will still edit. It just means Christmas will bleed into January. That's all that means.
Okay.
You're the extended Christmas this year.
Very
Right.
extended.
Right.
And a lot of jewels for you guys, watching.
Do I get another
shout
gift?
out to another gift. Yeah. When you see the episode you're in, that's
Okay.
another gift.
Yeah.
I'm
Boom.
in physical.
Merry Christmas. There you go. So don't forget that you can listen to the audio version of our podcast in the link in the description box. It's on Anchor. I'm very proud of us. I'm very, very proud of us. And especially here on the channel, kind of taking a step back, a mini step back. We are at 580 subscribers on the channel. And our last episode did over 2,000 views. So that's super freaking amazing. We really appreciate the support and the love. It really, really, truly means a lot. So getting into our icebreaker, we just mentioned Christmas. I kind of told you how Christmas was for me, just the work part, okay, of Christmas. But for you guys, how was your Christmas? Because we haven't really had a after Christmas chat. I mean, y'all might have. Y'all play Overwatch. I'd be sleeping. So
Hey, we know.
we can
We know.
we can have it. We can have it on here. For you guys, how was your Christmas? We'll start with Charlie. Charlie's in Christmas gear. Let's all take a second and
Look at his fit.
give
Go ahead,
adoration
show the fit
for his
off.
fit. Stand up,
Go ahead,
bro.
show the
Stand
fit
up.
off. Go ahead,
Charlie's neighborhood. Go ahead.
This guy's a little.
For those who can't see, Charlie just gave us all the middle finger. Just for those who are
deserve
listening.
I would never do such a thing. But no, my even though once you become a parent, it's not even about you anymore. But hey,
Yeah.
Facts.
I still got some good stuff. I got some stuff can't really talk about on here, but it was amazing though.
Okay.
Got some stuff. Let me stop.
No, not
What kind of stuff?
I was about to say, he can't say it, so
I
I'm
can't
like,
say it
okay.
here,
no.
I can't
the
say it
actual
here, but-
physical stuff.
but- Ooh. Whimsical. I like that.
I'll leave here. No.
Was it like a? No, I'm not gonna put it on blast. You know what? We were playing with somebody who got a gift and was using it early when we were playing Among Us. Was it that same type of gift? Okay, all right, okay. That's what I figured. So, Dwayne and Jazz, what about you guys? How was your Christmas?
Good. We went to my parents' house
Okay.
and gave them their gifts. It was a lot of gifts. It was a lot
So
of
you
gifts.
get a lot of gifts.
And they gave me my little booties right here to match my room.
They look super cute.
Yeah, they gave. Dwayne, what did you get again?
I got an Among Us sweatshirt that I'm gonna wear next time we play probably Among Us. Or
Oh,
something
I was
like
gonna
that.
say, let me see if
I was gonna save it for
Oh,
the
yeah.
new map.
I
I was gonna save it for the new map.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it for the new map. When they drop the new map, I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna show y'all the sweatshirt.
When
Yeah,
is
it's
the
hard.
new
It's
map
hard to
dropping
shop
again?
for us, so
It says
Yeah.
early 2021.
Hope
Or
so.
early? Oh, okay. Yeah.
hopefully
Hopefully.
January.
Hopefully tomorrow. You know, that would be nice.
Hopefully,
Right?
I'll be nice. That would
It'll
be
be-
nice.
I mean, technically, I already played it.
Right.
True.
Yeah,
You did.
They hacked the system.
Jasmine
They
had a
did.
hacker using her hacker skills just like she did in Fall Guys.
Right.
No, I didn't.
Yup.
We could
I
have
would,
used
if
those
I
hacker
was
skills
really
the
a
other day.
hacker in Fall Guys, I'll be able to hack my character to punch people, so
Right.
that when they grab me, you just see a little "get off me," and then
Little
I
jelly
can keep
bean
going.
arm.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's funny. So well, you said one of the things that you got, and Charlie, you couldn't say one of the things that you got.
A few.
A few. Excuse me. Pardon.
okay.
A few of the things he couldn't say what he got. For me, Christmas Day was nice. I would say I share the sentiment that it's not about you anymore, and I was looking forward to that.
Was that a tear fall? Because now you realize you're a parent.
No. I was actually
Not
looking forward
emotional.
to that. I was not this year with the way that this year's been. I was just happy to make it to 2020 alive, honestly.
I'm
And
honestly
have my
for real.
family-
Honestly, for real.
My family alive, and I mean, y'all know, but my family alive. We made it to December, and we're gonna make it to January. That's really the best Christmas gift for me this year. Outside of that, like that was one of the things that I was looking for when she had her birthday in September and she was opening up her birthday presents. I was like,
It's such an amazing feeling, right?
oh, when she was
I love it. I love it.
like old enough to be like, and like have this face like, oh look, you know, that's like her excitement. So my boxes for Christmas were just like, as far as having a good Christmas, where I want that excitement. I want her to be excited. I want to take a nap at some point in the day. That's my Christmas tradition. Sometimes it's under a coffee
I just
table.
want to take a nap.
Such a parent. Yeah. That's how you know you're a parent. I want to be able to take a nap, and then I wanted to have good food, and my boxes were checked. We had good food.
Yep.
It wasn't a crazy spread because my
We
mom
didn't even,
and
because after Thanksgiving we was like, we did something different.
right, yeah. So
Yeah.
we didn't have any turkey or all that stuff. We had griot, which is a
here.
Haitian pork dish, which is delicious. We had some mac and cheese. I made
Yeah,
a
we
chicken ziti
Gotta have
pasta
that.
with instead of like beef, because we're trying to not do beef. We're changing the way we're eating, right? So I used
They
chicken
talk
and
about
turkey.
This in New York, but they ain't want to listen to me.
Well, no. Listen, I still eat beef, just not on an often basis. Sometimes I gotta
I
sneak
still
it.
eat
So
too, just
since
not a
this-
lot.
Right, same thing. So,
It'd be funny if I just ate a burger right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be pissed as heck, bro, because I've been
I'll
craving
eat
a
them one
burger for like a
He
week
said me one
now.
night.
I hate you.
I feel like
Let's
I'm
just
one
throw
of
that out
the
there.
people on Earth that don't care for beef at all. Like I don't
Oh.
eat it.
Yeah, I know it's not. It scared me too much. Of it scared me. Like when we go get like
I don't
food,
eat too
my
much.
girl, she get like a double patty. But I'm like, nah, give me one. Because if I see like too much beef on it, it'll make me not want the whole thing and all. Like that's too much meat.
Yeah.
Like nah,
It's too much meat, Charlie.
Okay.
Facts, that scared me. It was
It's a little too much meat, huh, Charlie?
oh, no, let me chill out.
I don't like
Oh,
it double
okay.
stuff. You said give me the regular.
Facts.
Okay. So, I made a chicken ziti, and instead of regular noodles, I used chickpea noodles. And I told my trainer about it, and she's like, you know what? I'm so proud of you, Christine. You know, thinking outside the box and using different recipes and stuff. So my uncle's kids came over, and I had them cook it. So that was their Christmas fun. You know, I taught them how to cook some food.
That wasn't fun for them. They wanted
I'm
to
about
eat
to
it.
say,
Oh,
that
no.
was a,
They were
that was a break for
grumbling,
you.
but at the
I wish
end
I
they
would
were
pop up at
proud.
somebody's house on holiday. And you gotta cook this.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach y'all to cook.
No,
They were
I
like,
came to eat.
they were like, no, I want
Right.
to play Spider-Man. I'm like, nah, right now you're gonna cook. After you can play Spider-Man.
How you
I
gonna
was
make them
tired.
work when they come over?
I was tired. I wanted to take that nap. So they
I'd
cooked the
make that so
food.
nasty on purpose.
They did a good job. They did a good job, and they were proud. They even told their father after, like, "Daddy, look what we cooked." And then he took a whole bunch home. Thank God, because it was a lot of food. But yeah, I got to take my nap on the couch, and like the tree, right? I don't know if I don't think I shared a picture with all the presents underneath. I shared a picture like earlier when we made the tree on Instagram, but like maybe 5 of the presents were for me and my husband. Everything else was for her, and you know, from my uncle, from my mom, from us, from her grandma. Like, there was a lot of presents for her, and her excitement was just, everybody was just crowded. That's what everybody's Christmas was like, the joy of this little girl opening up her presents and be like, oh, because she loves Wall-E now. She's like obsessed with Wall-E, and she had an
Wall-E?
obsession. Yeah, the movie. And so she's like, she calls it Robot. She's like, Robot. And then Nightmare Before Christmas, she's like, Jack, because she had some, one of her uncles got her some things like that. My brother bought her a doodle bear. She's like, teddy bear, like, she's just, her excitement was everything. And it was a nice Christmas. It was a nice Christmas. So,
Aw.
I told my daughter, move. I like, you already open 2. Let me open one of mine. One of mine. Still, move.
He said, look, we getting you the star, okay?
Right,
You get
right.
my gift.
now go. But yeah, so it was definitely a wonderful Christmas. We finally made it to the end of the year, and
We ain't
The
there
new
yet.
year-
Don't jinx us.
We got one more. Me
Hey.
You know they said this year might go prestige, so we're gonna have to do 2020 again. But prestige.
I
you
freaking
got
hate that
messed
issue.
I saw this meme. It was like all of us sitting staring at the clock. It was like December 31st, 2000. Basically, the very end of it. And then we started. And it was like January 2020. But they had, the Call of Duty when you go prestige.
Yes.
You get
I would cry. Like, if we woke up tomorrow, not tomorrow,
I'd be
the day
so
after,
sick.
and then looked at the and it was like, instead of a Groundhog Day, it was like a Groundhog Year. I'd be like, oh my
We
gosh.
could prevent it. We could prevent COVID.
Oh no, it's still going. It's just part 2.
Oh no,
Right.
then then never
Take it
mind.
straight.
And the
Time
thing
it
is,
on.
we would have to get people to listen to us. I do want to take a second here. Like, if we like, let's say we could it just happened to us 4, right? How would you try to stop?
We all thinking the same thing. We're not gonna say.
I'm going to. Me and Josh live near DC, right? I'm bringing a
About to
gun.
say.
I'll be like, Trump, listen. I mean, it's time. I'm just gonna have a gun. I'm from the future.
Oh, they gonna shoot his ass.
China.
He got a gun in his hand. I'm from the future.
You won't even be able to shout.
China.
They'll see the gun. They'll just get you.
We
You
asked
won't
us
even-
how we was gonna stop it or what?
Hell no, shoot his ass. He said China.
Yeah,
Ni
so
hao,
we're
ni
just
hao.
we're just gonna move on. So the latest in the gaming news, since the last time we talked, the Video Game Awards happened, right? And
Yeah.
on our own, we're going to talk about our game of the year, our console of the year. So guys, stay tuned for that. Best game of the year, or best game moment of the year, worst gaming moment, and then what we look forward to in 2021. But as far as the Video Game Awards itself, did you feel satisfied? Do you feel like it was good? Do you not even care about the Video Game Awards? Do you care? What is your sentiment for the Video Game Awards itself? Jazz,
got
I heard that.
thank face. Yeah, she got a
Go
thank
ahead,
face.
Jazz.
Yeah, thank face.
Say it, girl. Say it.
Okay, I feel like it does matter and it doesn't matter at the same time. It does
Okay,
matter
okay.
for the developers to get the credit that they
Recognition.
deserve
Yeah.
and the
Mhm.
recognition for making these games.
Yeah.
I feel like it does not matter at the same time because there are certain people that just want certain games that are in the gaming industry, they're part of who's running the show and everything, and be like, oh, well, I want this game to win this, even though everybody's complaining about this certain game, we're still gonna name it
Last of
Game
Us.
of the Year.
Let's
Yeah,
just say it.
like-
Let's just say it.
Let's keep
Yeah.
it real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really felt like Ghost of Tsushima should have got that.
I felt that too,
considering
and I didn't
that there was no complaints from anyone about this
No.
game, and then they gave you a DLC randomly, and it worked beautifully, and
Mhm.
it was great, and nobody had any problem. But everybody that was like a user or consumer complained about Last of Us. Not me. I mean, I see why they complained, but like I was just
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Yeah.
But like there was a lot of complaints. So then they was just like, oh yeah, forget about that. Forget about like how we treated the workers. We're gonna say like this is game of the year. Like no. Like I feel like that is like just a lie.
I would say
like fraudulent.
I agree. I streamed the Game Awards, and there were some things I thought were good about the Game Awards, and then that part I do feel like it was rigged. I think almost everything that The Last of Us was in a category for, it won, I believe. And it wasn't like, especially against Ghost of Tsushima, it doesn't make sense to me because of that sentiment. Like if it was actually, because people could vote, because I remember they were like on Twitter, oh, vote for your game of the year, vote for all this stuff. If all these people that were bashing the heck out of Last of Us to the point where even though I didn't play it, I was like, why do people hate it? It's on the radar, it's on the forefront. So if all these people that are gaming news game award fans voted, then it shouldn't have won. That doesn't make any sense. So I do agree that I feel like it was rigged in that aspect, kind of like a lot of, award shows are rigged.
Don't even talk about the Grammys. Don't even talk about the Grammys.
That too.
Yeah, a lot of them, the Oscars, like a lot of them, like a lot of
rigged.
the people who should win, a lot of times don't win, and it goes to whoever, like you said, the industry people think should win, or the industry people think should have got the award.
Like, oh, you're my best friend, so I got you, Tom. Like,
I got you.
Like,
I got you.
Like, no.
Well,
What about-
it's crazy you say that, Christine, because on Twitter, they said the viewers' game of the year was Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
The people
That's my
voted Ghost
point.
of Tsushima game of the year. The people voted
So that's
game
crazy.
of the year. Yeah, so
So that's
my point.
crazy.
Shouldn't that be
Said
the
that's
opinion
game of
that
the
matter,
year.
though? Shouldn't that
And
be
that's
the top
it.
one?
Like, if the
no.
people are literally
The viewers are
saying
the
it.
buyers.
Right.
We are.
the consumers, right?
Right.
The people are literally saying this game is game of the year, and they said, nope, it's gonna
Critics
be
said,
Last of
Thanks for
Us.
buying
It's
the
the
game.
critics.
No.
The critics said no.
like
That's
that.
the bad people.
Like,
We
Right.
know better than you, and
Bad
this is the
people.
game of the year.
Right.
We'll
Yes,
just,
please.
I feel like somebody in the background with the envelopes is like, yeah, we're just going to put this one here. This is the one. This is the winning one.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
put that one in there.
Yeah, because I agree. And even my audience, or like that, the fans that were watching me stream, they were like, yeah, this is rigged. There's no way they should have won. They're like, how did this win? All this other stuff. And I agree. I do feel like it was a very, I don't think I heard any, outside of you guys saying, oh, well, I can see why people don't like it, but I liked it. Nobody else that I talked to liked the game. There were a lot of people that were really upset about the
I didn't
game.
even play it.
I didn't play
Yeah,
it.
Charlie didn't even play it.
I couldn't finish
You got,
the first
yeah,
one. It was
Christine.
hard.
It was like,
The PTSD. I can't go back to it. I'm gonna need to forget.
My view on movie games.
Oh yes, we know. We know. Y'all can go back to
But it
episode
was-
3 and 4 to
I
see
ain't gonna
his
lie
point
to
on
you.
that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, Charlie. Like when you play the game, I would say the story is like mid. Now the gameplay is high. You actually feel, and like the gameplay is intense. It's you're immersed. Like Jasmine, you played it. What do you think about it? Because I felt
I was
it's
immersed
intense.
in it.
Yeah.
I mean, like the way that they did, like, I don't know. It's probably already spoiled for y'all now. What happened?
Well,
in the
you
game.
can. Oh, so side note. Spoiler alert. Wham, wham, wham. Spoilers. Wham, wham, wham. Okay. Now go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. So spoiler. So when Joel died, the way that.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's why I didn't want to say it, Christine.
No, I mean it's okay.
Well-
In all honesty, I'm at the part in the first one where you think he's dead. So the fact that he
Okay,
was
well-
alive
Well,
was
damn,
actually more of a spoiler.
This is why I didn't want to say the spoiler. See, that's it.
No, it's honestly fine. We did a
Okay,
warning.
I'm gonna play it anyway.
Okay,
Yeah, I probably
okay,
won't
well,
get back to it.
The way they did them was like, damn, like y'all really had to take them out like that. Like I wouldn't care. Like if it was done another way, like I think that people wouldn't be as mad. But the way that it did happen, that's why they're like, okay.
And he's cautious. Joel is very cautious. He met this random group of people, and then he was like, "My name is Joel," and I'm just like,
Okay,
What?
even
Like-
I know from as far as I've gone, he don't trust. No, he don't like or
"No
trust
one,
no one.
no one." Right? And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, He like, yeah, my name is this so and so. I'm like, yeah, like,
This is my social
He would
security
never
number.
do that.
He would never do that. He would. In a zombie apocalypse, I'm just going around saying my name, like as notorious as I've been. Like, no. So yeah, go ahead, Jess.
Oh, that was it. That was all.
Oh, you did. Is it?
Yeah, that was it. That's it. So, Charlie, did you see it? Did you see the Game Awards?
Yeah, I saw it.
What'd you think
About the game of the year.
about the awards as a full? Because we did talk about gaming awards, but
we all just talked about the same thing. Everybody was on the same page this year.
one thing I will say for the gaming awards itself this year, was better than previous years. So I do think that they should keep this format, because in previous years, I promise you, when they're like, oh, we've got this musical guest and they play music, and I was like, okay, gonna just step out the room.
And it's like a symphony do it though. I like
The symphony was lit. The symphony was lit.
When they did the Nintendo stuff, I was like, that mashup
The
was
Nintendo stuff was cool,
the
but
way indie really shut it
I know
down.
exactly what you're gonna say too.
Yep, I'm
oh
gonna
the
say
indie.
something.
What are you saying? The indie.
Indie went because indie went stupid this year, basically, which is hella dope because like how Fall Guys is like the game, and Among Us came and snatched it and was the game.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Both of those games were fun as shit, but Among Us shut it down, and Among Us was stupid this year.
Yeah.
I almost cried when they were like saying their thank you. It was so heartfelt and
it's just the
everything.
three of them, right?
Yeah, there was
Four. It was
3
like
people in the
4.
room and then a
Or
girl on the
4.
phone.
Yeah.
And like the
Oh,
girl
yeah,
that
that
was
was
talking,
long.
she was so nervous and she was like crying as she sang it. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is that one. There was a couple other people that were heartfelt where I was like, you know, I feel more connected, even though in past Game Awards I've played the games that they had. I feel like the music wasn't really good. It was hella awkward because it's just like E3,
What
all
game
right?
come up?
When they talk to like game developers or somebody to represent the devs or the companies, a lot of the times it's just like E3. When you watch interviews or conversations, it's super awkward because a lot of the times the people they have doing the interview or taking the interview are not used to this. They just play their games, they make their games, and that's their life. You know, they're not really people person. So or people. Y'all.
Personality.
Thank
The
you.
highlight
Thank you.
of it though with the interviews was when I saw that one frame of, I don't know what game it was for, but it was like the dude was inside the house and then the woman that was his partner was
Outside the window. Yes.
behind the window.
Outside
But
the
you
window.
could still hear her. So I was like, what the hell? What the hell is going on? I was like,
So I think they won something. I
It was
think they had won.
Last of Us sound mixing or something
Maybe
like that.
it was something where they won, and the guy
I was like,
inside.
what the hell?
I'm like, is this a COVID thing or is this just like
I was like, is
what
he in
you guys
trouble?
wanted?
Like-
I was like, is she gonna murder him? Like it was super.
Like, what is going on? It was super weird.
It was so weird.
It's like me, Charlie. I'm at you right there, Charlie, and I'm outside your window.
He's outside, right? He's outside the window behind
And
there
we're talking
talking.
on an award
Right.
show. And me
Award
and you
show.
are accepting
Like,
an
dude, you
award.
go to the house, bro.
right.
Y'all good out here, bro.
I'm good. Hi, dog. I'm good.
I was like, when I saw that, I was like, did she want to be out there? Was this a choice? Or
He
was
said, "Get
this-
your ass out of there. Get out."
He's like
He said
6
6 feet. Get
6
outside.
feet, 6 feet, lady.
Turn the
Get
cameras on. They got all extra nice.
He said, "Oh,
Put your wife
hello.
on.
Yes."
hello, Jeff. Thanks so much, Jeff, for this award. And after, like, back up. That's close. You're too close. Back up.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it-
you guys. Oh yeah, I know you guys remember Vin Diesel when he was that was it the art.
Oh, and that art game.
Yeah, Christine. Every time I see Vin Diesel now, I just laugh. I don't know why. Anytime I see anything, I just laugh. I don't know why.
I also do this when I see Vin Diesel, and I also just want to say for the family. That's like what I want to say. So when they had the trailer, and because you don't see him at first, and then you see him, and then I was like, is that Vin Diesel? Or are they trying to make this guy look like Vin Diesel? Then he spoke, and then it's supposed to be like he's like protecting, he's fighting, and I was like, for the family. I just kept saying that throughout the trailer because that's all I can think of when I see it. Listen, Vin, go ahead, boo, get your money, do other things, branch out. He's always talked about how he's a nerd. He plays Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. That's cool. It's just, I guess, I don't know, Dwayne. I feel the same. Like when I see him, I was like, and I try to be cordial because it's, the video game awards, people are watching the stream, but I'm just internally, I did this. Like, Sir, why?
It's like I can't take him seriously no more.
I can't.
I think it's all the Fast and Furious movies
It
that
is.
they're doing, and it's like ridiculous, and it's like.
For me, it was the moment I was like, I won't say lost respect. That's not the right phrase, but like the moment he kind of went down some notches for me was when I found out, because I saw Fast 5 and he had that fight with The Rock, which he should not have. The Rock flew out of a building, okay? Vin Diesel should not have won that fight, or it should not have been even. The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a monumental building type person. Vin Diesel is of regular stature, okay? If a fight were in real life was to happen, Vin Diesel would have been shredded apart, okay? But it was in his
that fight. Can we get a boxing match?
right. Listen, can they box? It found out that in Vin Diesel's writer, like when he's going to movies, part of his writer is that he cannot lose a fight. So in his contract for any movie, he cannot lose a fight.
Is it that serious? We all know the movie fake.
Like, yeah, it's not like we would be like, oh man, The Rock really,
Right?
Got you,
Like,
world
we all
star.
know it's
We don't
fake,
care.
it's all scripted.
So when
all
I saw that,
scripted,
I was like, okay, bruh, I'm good. I'm good with you. I don't
Even Superman loses fights. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me when they go and do Fast 10 or whatever it is, and then they go into
in
space,
space.
and then say he gets into a fight with an alien on an asteroid, that
He
he's
gonna
gonna
whoop
beat
the
that
alien.
alien because that's part of his contract.
Or it
He
can
gotta
be
beat it.
equal. He just
Or
can't
it's gonna be
lose.
an equal fight, and then he's just gonna punch an
And then he-
asteroid in half.
Then he shakes
And-
the alien's hand and they sign a peace treaty.
And he's
then
like,
he gets in
we
his
got to do
car.
this treaty
Because we're
for the
all
family.
intergalactic
He
for
gets
the
in his
family.
For the
rocket
fam-
car and boosts the jet engines to get away
And
go
land
back
on
home.
Earth?
Is that what it is?
He lived on Earth with the alien beside him, and he's like, we did it for the family. And
Because
then
we're all family in this
No,
galaxy.
he gonna say we did it for Earth. We did it for
We're
Earth.
for
all
the Earth
in this
family.
We're all
galaxy.
family in this
that's what,
planet.
yeah.
In this Milky Way.
in this one, okay, but in the next one when they travel somewhere else, okay, his car is going to travel galaxies now,
I mean,
okay.
messed up.
Yeah, yeah.
This man, I like. That's
Oh,
why.
man.
That's
It's
why
just
I
so
do
funny
that.
that they're going to space. That tweeted out as a joke, and there's dead ass.
It was.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what
believe it until it's an unbelievable statement, but is.
It's gonna be fun watching. I'm gonna be watching.
I mean, I have to see the last two. I think honestly, isn't there? Did the other one come out with John Cena? Did that one come out yet?
No,
Um,
no, I think they pushed that back.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, so this is how you guys are gonna try to get The Rock back. You know, you guys are upset, so they got John Cena, another wrestler. You know, all right.
Yeah, but yeah, as far as the game goes, I was like I don't know because the trailers always never look like the gameplay. I can't wait
Right.
till games look like the actual gameplay.
Yeah.
I would say
Speaking
that.
of Cyberpunk.
Well, listen, hold on. There are
I
questions.
already knew we were talking about that game.
Yeah, there are questions that came up about that, and I'm interested because you guys played it. I did not play it. I was debating, and then after a lot of stuff came out, I was like, okay, I'm good. But I don't know if you guys heard of the PS5 Direct or Sony Direct. Did you guys hear about that?
I don't think I heard of that.
No.
So,
What is that?
I think this was like a few days ago. Sony, you can now go to Sony's website. They have a direct link that you can go to buy PlayStation 5s and buy like the games and the controllers and the headset. There's also the remote and like a controller charger. And I want what I want to kind of get you guys' feel on is this whole bots situation that has been
man.
absolutely outrageous. I do feel like the Sony Direct is like
Safe haven.
yeah, like a response to that to some degree without saying, hey, coming out and saying, hey, we are not gonna. They did put in some stipulations to where they have to make sure it's not a bot. Like you have to sign in with your PlayStation
Account.
account.
Oh, like
you
that,
have to,
yeah.
and then they ask you those "Are you a robot?" questions. Where you have to select the pictures out of the thing, and then answer a question to make sure that you are not a bot to kind of forgo that issue. But I like, what do you guys think about the whole bots thing? Like the bots buying 35,000 PlayStations and then selling them for $1,000.
Honestly, I'm not mad. I say get your money. That's what I say. But
If they were smart sellers, they'll put it at a different price.
I do get people get upset like, oh, I can't get one, so I'm hella mad. I get you, but at the same time, if my hustle is just, I'm sorry, like you can buy one of mine for $1,000.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Nah, that's right.
I can't be mad because people have been doing it forever. It's just
With
now
shoes,
people finally
and
getting
tickets,
mad because now they really want a PlayStation. Now they really see, but this has been going on forever. If you want to get mad at someone, get mad at people who's sending 3 to 5 PlayStations to a freaking store. Like,
There's
Yeah.
also
That
Yeah.
they should have done more with that too.
PlayStation did that on purpose. They wanted this fight so everybody could see PlayStation is so amazing. They wanted that fight. Stop it.
But it gets to a point to where the bots are just too much. All right. When
That's
you got
right.
when you got people having like, there's something about UK. It's to the point to where they got like 3,500 PlayStations, bro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's OD. That's OD. That's OD.
that's crazy.
That's
That's
OD.
crazy, especially when it's difficult to get one.
Forever, like legit, like since I've been into shoes, like it's been like that forever. Like
It shouldn't be that way.
Same,
Whoever wants to
yeah,
get
I'm
their
like-
shoes.
pair of Jordans I tried to get, I couldn't get because it was like gone.
That's what I compare buying the consoles to. I was like, it's like I'm trying to get some shoes. Like
Yeah,
I like
that's
it
what
was giving me
really what it's like.
flashbacks to when I had to when I was a sneakerhead and like trying to buy shoes and fighting bots online and stuff. It was like the same thing.
It's just really mad. People are really mad now.
I
But
feel
it's
like technology is different though than sneakers. Like sneakers is like, okay, first of all,
they're both hella different, but
Yeah.
hey, it's
But
still,
actually, the company,
hobby.
the company that did that, right? And they're like recruiting people to, get the bots and buy it. They actually normally do shoes and tickets. I think is what they said is normally their high points.
Tickets, yep.
But they said this year when they found out about the PlayStation, they were like, oh, okay, people who want PlayStations, come to us and we'll help you get bots where you can have the bot like buy the PlayStations for you. But I'm like, for me, I think we're in it's OD now because like it's there's 3,500 and then the fact that you're going to sell them for 1,000, people are in COVID and they're trying to scrounge up the 500 the 600, and you think like, oh, right, or the 400 and 500, but you think right now they're going to be like, well, like, it took a lot for me to get this 500, so you know what, I'm just going to double it and get 1,000. Like,
no,
I feel like it's not
That's why
smart.
I said I felt
wouldn't.
like the people that were reselling it were stupid because,
Right.
like, yes, like I get it, like you're trying to resell it like everybody else would try, but
Make
like,
money.
this ain't no
Yeah.
sneakers.
we're in a panty, okay? We're in a
Right, for real,
pandemic,
nobody really
okay?
got money
So
right
that's
now.
1, 2. Y'all gonna put it to like, cause I've seen them going for like 3,000, like on eBay and stuff, like 2,000 and
about that.
3,000, and then those will be the same people that complain like, oh, I got all these PS5s that I got and nobody's trying to buy. Yeah, no, duh, like they're not getting it. 'Cause
There was
you
some
put it
choice words I
in
wanted to say.
time. If anything, you put it up maybe 100, maybe 200,
More.
$300 more max, and you're good. You will still make a profit. Like so,
Especially
putting it
doing
to, like
3,500.
3,000, you're ridiculous.
Yeah, you got like
Nobody's gonna
3,500
buy
of
it.
them. And it's gonna get to a point to where they just gonna be sitting there. 'Cause
Yep.
they're not sneakers. They're
Yep.
not.
Yep.
PlayStation's gonna
Right.
make more. Like what?
Yep.
Like,
And the-
Right, they're gonna come out with more later.
And
like,
a cheap,
come
they
on now.
always come out with a cheaper, like they found, and this is the thing with technology. Something I remember learning, one of the few things I remember from growing up, right? When you learn in school about technology, they make it, then they always find a cheaper way to make the item that they're making. But it's still
Exactly.
and PlayStation
That's why you
always
get later
does
models
this.
that cost less.
That costs less. You'll get the slimmer version. They found a way to
Yep.
condense things to make everything still run fast. You'll get a PS5 Pro. People aren't gonna
Right.
really.
But the only time that actually really worked was PS3. Because if you got the original PS3 when it first dropped, people will pay big money to this day because that's the only one that can play PS1 games, PS2 games, and PS3 games. So it was like hella epic. But any other model after that could only play PS3 games and a few PS2 games.
I feel like Sony dropped the
Like
ball with
that
that too.
So
I feel like
something
Sony dropped the ball with that
PS5
too.
Yeah, because if something like that happened for PS5, where like later models can't really go backwards like that, then it'll still make the ones that they're sitting on now. It'll make them even more valuable.
If they
If that
change
happens,
that.
yeah.
If that, but like, what, like, if since they've been kind of consistent with how they were having things going since PS3, the end of PS3, now PS4, and then PS4 Pro that they had, and now PS5, and I'm sure there's going to be a PS5 Pro, and then I'm sure there's going to be a PS5 at a cheaper price that you can get. The price is not going to be this price for the most.
Nope.
I think halfway through its life cycle, which is like what, 10 years, right? Every 10 years there's a new one.
Every 7 years there's a new one.
7, okay.
Yeah.
So like year 3 or 4, there's probably gonna be the PS5 Pro.
And then
And
they're
then
gonna have a cheaper version
PlayStation-
of the
yep.
original. So but you know what? Not in their defense, but I understand that they probably don't realize it because the company mostly does shoes, so they don't really
Exactly.
realize that this isn't gonna really go up in. It's not like wine; it doesn't get better with time as far as
it's
price.
not like sneakers where
It's not like
just
sneakers.
really coveted.
It
It's
can.
gonna,
Y'all are sleeping on games. It can't. There's many games on Super Nintendo right now that'll sell more than
that's like 20. That's like 20 years though. That's
Yeah.
20
I'm
years.
saying,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
but
right
now
now.
a lot of games, so Dreamcast, GameCube, like everything, like games can't age like that.
They can, but then guess what? We're in the age of technology where we
Right.
can just emulate those games if we really
And
want to.
download
You
them,
can,
yeah.
We
but-
can download them for free if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yes,
That's
you,
what I'm
yes, you
saying.
can. But when you're a collector, you want that.
If you're a
original
collector,
Zelda,
a lot of people not
Zelda
collecting.
for Nintendo. But when it comes to gaming, a lot of people are. When it comes to gaming, comic book shoes, a lot of people are collectors. Movies, a lot of people are collectors in those fields. So it can't age like that.
But one thing I'll ask you, like the actual, because they bought the physical PlayStations. Do you think this will happen? And when, if you do, will it be at a place where these people that got 3,500 PS5s that weren't selling at 1,000 because ain't nobody paying that much, right? And they're sitting. When do you think people are going to be like, you know what? Let me go hit up that guy and buy it for 1,000 now.
You got to be real.
Never.
I wouldn't.
Right.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
I don't
Never.
think.
Not in this time, especially
Just
now.
be, they say
I
patience
would
is a virtue. I'll be
exactly.
patient.
Wait.
I'm eventually gonna get it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
'Cause you gotta know you're eventually gonna get it. Like
You're eventually gonna get it. They're gonna
Right.
eventually get
Just
to the
chill.
point to where you can just go in and buy it, just like you
In
could go
the store.
You would go buy it
Right.
and buy a PS4 Pro if you wanted to, or a PlayStation
Right,
Slim
right,
or whatever.
right. I do think that in the future that will change. It's gonna be more. That's the other thing with shoes. I get like they only make
Yeah.
a certain amount, and a lot of them they don't repeat until like years later,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So
later they will.
in this case,
But
they're going to be
technology-
more. They're going to be building more. They're going to have more available at stores, like you guys were saying, where you could walk in and get it. You're going to be able to buy more online. They've been having mad releases. I don't feel like this was smart at all.
And I see what you're saying. Like, as collectors, we'll collect the other thing, but like also it's like, okay, if I could get the same game and then it's on a faster, stronger, more powerful system, I'm able to boot it up. I'm able to also change the frame rate to 60 frames per second for that old game. Then you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna play on that.
You're gonna go with that one. That's what I said. The only reason that this can work out for them is if something happened where it's like, all right, even though we had to dead this software or this one behind because of this, but it still can do this what people really like. That's the only way it'll work that way. Just like with PS3, it worked that way. It worked well for the original PS3 because that was godlike. But then they took it away when they started making like, more models. Like they took that feature away. So that's why if you had the original PlayStation 3, you could to this day you can still set up a big bang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, so I do think that Sony doing this is good. I mean, obviously they had a release recently and it obviously sold out. So if you guys want to get it, I'm gonna put the link in the chat for people who are in the stream right now, so that way you can see it. And then if you're listening at home, just Google Sony Direct or Sony PS5 Direct, and that way you can be on their radar when they have one available, so you don't have to cry at Walmart, waiting on Walmart's queue, then it being available and selling out, not being in your cart anymore, which is what happens to a lot of the rest of us that are trying to get some for family and friends and stuff like that. So moving into our of the year section, okay? I sent this to you guys yesterday to kind of think about and prepare for this moment, okay? I don't know if Charlie was looking at it while he was on his phone, staring down at his phone on the camera.
I was Googling, but then I stopped.
Okay. You can answer first, sir. What is your game of the year? Of
Honestly,
2020.
2020. I don't think any. I don't think I got one. This will be the first year in a long time for I would say I don't got one. Like there's legit besides
None?
Fall Guys and Among Us, besides those two, there's nothing I played this year where I was like, wow.
Mm.
Yeah, nothing
Okay.
like really made me turn these consoles on. I still played this now of Overwatch, and I was loved when we played Among Us. Like, I don't think this year. I'm sorry. I don't think.
So
I
then
got
Among Us by default, I guess, would win.
it would have to be Among Us by default.
I guess.
But,
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it Game of the Year because I only play it, at least in my book. I only play it when I play with y'all. I don't play it by myself.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
I mean,
play
playing
by
Among
myself
Us by yourself
sometimes.
is a different experience. With
It
friends.
is.
yeah, I wouldn't.
As the
Yeah,
imposter,
it is.
it's easier, I feel. And then as the crewmate that saw something, people believe you easier when you just type
You
it.
just gotta be the first one to type it.
Right. It's weird. I've played by myself.
I have a notepad on the side, ready for hella stuff. I just copy and paste, control, copy. that.
When I did it, I was like, that was easy. I didn't have to. When I was like, I saw Red run away and this person, because it was legit. Like I did see them
I just
right
was
after.
posting.
I was like, Red just ran away and there's the body. And then everybody was like, boop, 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 boop. And I was like, that was so easy. If these were my friends, this would make it easier.
Yeah,
when I
hell no,
put
you did it.
this
You
together.
lied, yeah.
Right? They're like, no, Christine, I saw you. And another person's like, oh, well, I do also think it's Christine when it isn't. Like, oh, I do also think, because when earlier, back 2 rounds ago, she was standing by the room, by this panel and didn't look like she was doing the thing. Anyways,
Get
let's
out
not.
here.
Let's
Get
not-
her up out of here.
Yeah. Okay, let's not dive into our conversations about Among Us.
No.
Dwayne, what is your game of the year?
What games came out this year?
You like Marvel Avengers?
Right, like
You play a lot of
so-
that. You play a lot.
That's
of
not my
that.
game of the year. That's not my game of the year.
Is it?
That's not my game of-
Is it
It's
Last
just
of
something
Us?
to pass time
Is it
by.
Last of Us?
It's not Last of Us either. What games? What notable games came out this year? Last
Ghost
of
of
Us,
Tsushima,
Ghost of Tsushima,
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man,
Miles Morales.
Last
Spider-Man.
of Us 2.
Last of Us 2. Those are some notable ones. I'm gonna say it's like I'm gonna say it's between Ghost and Miles Morales. Those were really good games.
Okay.
Yeah, those are really good
Too much
games.
to pick from this year neither. Like,
It isn't really because every
There
game
isn't.
got pushed back. Every game
Yeah.
got pushed back.
hit this year. Like,
Nothing wowed
Yeah.
me. Nothing wow. Like
Cyberpunk
nothing.
was supposed to do it, but
Cyberpunk was supposed to be that hype game. We'll talk
It
about that
was.
later, bro.
It was.
I'm getting into that.
that.
Getting
He
all
is
into that.
Rhett-y, okay, for that. Jazz, what was your game of the year?
It's hard to choose because I was playing a lot, but I play a lot of old games. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what games that actually came out this year because I be playing games that came out like a while ago. But
Animal
we did
Crossing
Animal
came out this
Crossing.
year.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, when
Ooh,
did
Animal Crossing. Oh,
March.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, because
That's right.
I took a break from it, but like I got back into it. So I say that game, and because I say that game because I come back to it so much. But like that one, and I would say like Fall Guys, Among Us. As far as like console games like PS5 or like Xbox, there was nothing that like y'all said, like there's nothing that like, oh my god, like wowed me.
yeah.
Like I would say Spider-Man, but I was expecting that to be a little longer.
Oh, right,
But
right.
you know, but
Yeah.
It was more
That's
like
it.
the Uncharted, like the Uncharted female one that they had, which was not.
Yeah.
It's not true DLC, but it's like
not
its
a
own
DLC, but
chapter,
not a
but it's
full
shorter.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it was like. For me, my two are Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Among Us. Like, I loved Ghost of Tsushima, but the only reason why I put Miles above it was because I finished the game. Like, I finished the game on hard, and it was on hard, and that game on hard literally meant hard. It did not mean, oh, it's only slightly harder. Like, you get hit by one guy, and one time you're dead. And they're constantly in rooms where there's like 20 of the
Oh yeah, I would say they stepped up the NPCs this to get like
The
enemies to fight.
goodness.
I was like, can I have the tech they got? I
A
was saying that
mo-
the
a
whole time.
moment.
I was like, damn, he just materialized the shield out of the air.
Oh,
Can I have that.
I was upset about like the shield ones and the ones that could like the whip that was like a sword
Yeah,
that wrapped around
yeah.
you and pulled you back. And then the other, was it the Nexon, their people's
Rexon,
weapons?
yeah.
Rexon, yeah.
Rexon, where they Nexon
Next
Mobile.
Wax on.
Wax on, wax off. Yeah, when their weapons could pull you of your power and hurt you. I'm like, this is a lot. It was a stressful thing.
Yeah, but, why he got to go up against all this?
Right? Like this poor teenager. Like I know you're physically strong, but are you mentally capable of handling all of this?
Yeah.
So those are my games of the year. But in the chat, I do want you guys watching to put your game of the year. And then if you're listening at home, tweet us at #PartyChatPodcast and put your game of the year choice that you would choose for 2020. Because it's us, the people. It ain't Last of Us. I'm sorry. Naughty Dog, you did your thing. You worked hard. Ain't nobody taking that away from you. I just don't think that was the right choice.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying
No, the gameplay was awesome. Gameplay,
Right.
awesome. Story narrative. No, I don't like. I don't like it.
Okay. And now console of the year. Obviously, it's only between the two, unless you didn't buy it and you're just PC.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring a god into the chat, okay?
What,
Okay.
PC?
Oh, no.
KFC console.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He got it, bro.
Let's not.
I meant to like look that up too. I meant to look that up too.
KFC console.
Yeah, I want one low
I
key.
want one. I just say,
I
I want one.
How do you get one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I think there's.
That's how coveted it is.
I have to say, send me one.
Did I find the-
Watching this, send us one,
It's
yo.
so it's harder to get in the PS5.
Okay,
The
I
KFC
found the
console.
link. I found the link. I'll send it to you guys after.
Let me see.
Okay, so the stats of the KFC console Cooler Master, excuse me.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right. I'm not gonna lie, it honestly looks like an air fryer, honestly.
That's what I said. Like
It
an air
does.
fryer. I think that's intentional. I think they did that
And they
intentionally.
play games on
Right? Yeah, and it makes
Better get console game of the year. Come on.
all right.
Now.
So
Wait, let me get my chicken out.
first,
I'm
listen.
good. Like, that was quick as hell.
There's no hate. There's absolutely no hate. I do want to get one. This is just
Me
pure
too, just to have
curiosity. Just
Same.
pure
I
curiosity.
want to see how it works. Like, can I actually
Yeah.
load up a game? Can I play Dead by Daylight on there?
Right while the chicken's
And then fry
cooking.
some chicken on there, boy.
You know what would be cool? Which I'll look through the stuff, but while you're playing on the UI, if it told you like how long your chicken had left to cook, like while you're
Ooh,
playing.
I know.
It might be like a little warning, like
Give
your
them ideas. They better hire
chicken will be ready
Christine.
in 1 minute. Go ahead and save that game.
Yes, save. You want to save? Yes. Yes.
You might as well go ahead and order you some KFC. It'll be here in the
Right,
next
they-
30
They
minutes.
put up
Yes.
a little notification like you've been playing. You've been playing for about 8 hours. I think it's time for a lunch break. Go
Right?
ahead.
Would you like
Right?
Pause it,
Use
load
that.
up that
Yeah.
chicken.
Use that marketing. So hold on.
I'll be
I
your
will.
spokesman.
Let me read this little sentence about the chicken chamber is what they call it.
Okay.
Okay.
Chicken
the
chamber,
world's
okay.
first built-in chicken chamber. All right. Never risk letting your chicken go cold again, thanks to the patented chicken chamber. Utilizing the system's natural heat and airflow system, air fryer, you can now focus on your gameplay and enjoy hot, crispy chicken between rounds.
Damn.
I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm like, there's no hate. I have no hate. I mean, it's interesting. I'm honestly absolutely curious.
Right.
I think it's actually really, really cool. Why is it called the Cooler Master part? I don't.
I bet you I know
I
a
guess because
restaurant.
it looks like
I
a
bet-
cooler. I don't know.
I know a restaurant encounter that if they do too.
What?
Chick-fil-A?
Popeye?
Wendy's always they go at everybody. So
Oh.
their social media be lit.
What?
They go at
Like
every
Wendy's?
restaurant,
Didn't
bro.
they drop a diss album? Was that last
They
year?
got the diss album on, like,
Okay,
all the
listen.
different-
This
I
right?
heard-
Like, what?
I heard a song or two, and I was like, it was pretty
But
fun.
it was dope. Yo, I was like, and that's like anytime like restaurants be cutting up on Twitter, they just jump in and get the roast.
Wendy's don't care.
I wanna
They
know
do
who's
not
behind
care.
that account. I'm like,
I don't know who run their social media, bro. Because Wendy's social media is lit. Like
They are. They
They
are.
roasted real quick over there. Like they go.
That is funny. So yeah, the other thing with this with the KFC console, it's VR ready. I hope they have a game
VR.
I'm gonna see
VR.
wings when I'm playing. What am I gonna
It
see?
says, okay, get on your feet and enjoy the world of virtual reality while the smell of fresh chicken captures your senses. I'm gonna be I'm hungry right
I'm gonna
now.
be confused. If I'm playing a zombie game, I'm gonna be in a zombie game shooting
It's gonna be
people
like
up,
these are-
smelling chicken. I'm like, what the hell? Is that the zombie?
No, what'll be funny is like,
Everybody
you know when you have associations, like if you smell something and you remember a time and vice versa when you see
Yup.
something, I bet next time you watch like Walking Dead, you see a zombie, you're just gonna smell chicken. You're like, I bet they
Yup.
smell like
Yup.
fried chicken. smells
Like,
fried
Jess, are you a
chicken.
cannibal? Like, no, I just.
Or you see where he bit him?
Right.
Like,
That's not me biting the chicken. Dang, that was
Okay.
some good fried chicken.
It also
You gonna
has
be a
ray
You gonna
tracing.
be a zombie. You gonna be a zombie. You gonna remember.
Yeah, hey, that'll be the twist though, because your perspective would be you're the zombie, not the person surviving.
Facts.
Oh. Everybody looks like
Like,
chicken. That's actually
He
a good
tastes
thing.
like KFC, boy.
Right.
God dang.
So it has ray tracing and 4K TV gaming.
Mm.
I thought they was joking. They legit back in the day.
They got
They
ray
are.
Sound like they got
They
ray
are
tracing on that bad stuff, too.
240 FPS up to 240 hertz output. I want to get one.
Yeah,
I wanna get one just-
Send
just
one
to-
over. I want to see it. I want to open it up.
Dang,
Yeah.
I want
Facts.
one.
I want to get one. The only thing on this website, it doesn't tell you how to get one. It just tells you about it, and it says make it yours, and that's all that you see.
How can I make it mine?
Right? I want.
It doesn't say. It just says, yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
it
to make
doesn't
their
say
bu-
how.
To make their business boom, what they should do to be smart is basically every KFC receipt you get, you use that as an entry to get. Because
Don't hire us for something.
I was about
Bruh.
to say, though.
Don't hire us.
Bruh,
Don't let us use
KFC,
our
listen,
team, KFC.
hold on. If they haven't put the consoles out, you got gamers right here, okay? Call
The
us.
review, I want a review. Go ahead, KFC. Hit
Let me
me
get
up.
I will.
Give me one.
I
Just
will
tweet at
review.
KFC to hook up
man.
Party Podcast.
Yes, Party
You know,
Chat
Party Chat,
Podcast,
come
on.
sponsored by
Give me
KFC
a nice
console.
little Colonel KFC cutout. Put it in the
Stand in the back of yours.
right there.
I'd be a little
Right.
frightened if I saw his face anywhere in the perimeter of mine, but I think he'd be good in yours. Or peeking through the curtain in Charlie.
Right.
No,
Standing
that's
through the little
That's
curtain.
creepy as hell. Hell no. Like I said,
He said, creepy.
I forget. I'm done recording.
He got a bucket. He got a hole in the bucket of chicken ready for.
The SSD for it is 1 terabyte.
Oh wow!
So we got a little
It
storage.
better be actually 1 terabyte. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I don't like about the PS5 is the storage.
Yeah, that's the
Storage
thing
is
that's
absolutely
missing is
terrible.
storage.
It's 850 gigabytes, but then they don't talk about the system operating part. And then so you only have 667 gigabytes of actual storage to put games on.
Drop
Right,
them
you gotta
numbers, D.
select
Drop them
it.
numbers. Tell them the
Right.
numbers.
And the thing about Xbox I don't like is that they got no new games.
Yeah.
That was my downfall for that. I mean, yeah, because I was like, it's really nothing. I'm excited to play on neither one. Xbox don't even have nothing if I wanted to. So I was like, this year I was just kind of like, I don't know.
I was excited for Halo, and then they said nope.
Oh, we said we got to
Nope.
fix that.
I was
But
like,
at
what?
least Xbox got back. You know, you could play the old Xbox games. Like I like that. I do like
Yeah,
that.
I like that too. And funny because on my Xbox, I've only been playing old games or games I've been getting off the Xbox, like the marketplace, is like the little indie games. Like there's-
Exactly.
There's
Yeah.
not one Xbox title I've played that was just strictly for the Series X. Like nothing.
What about
Yeah.
Fable?
Well, yeah, when they come out, yeah, but it
When-
ain't.
Well,
When-
I
not
wish I
out
could
yet,
play
but
it.
yeah.
Do they have a story? Do they have a game yet? These are the questions. For me, console of the year out of the two is PS5. I don't even have the Xbox Series X. I'm not gonna
Not
gonna
bad.
front.
Yeah.
Not gonna
bad at
front.
all.
It's really not. It's a smooth system.
Well, for me,
It
like,
moves
okay,
good.
PS5, from my perspective, for me, PS5 has games, and I'm not on it that hard. So then then turn around and buy an Xbox when it has even less games. I'm not really, I'm mostly playing Among Us. That's
Yep.
the thing. I played Miles Morales. I finished
speaking
it.
of, did y'all see that? I saw something. I don't know if it's real. They said Next is coming. Among Us is going to Xbox next.
It is.
Yeah,
Xbox-
they
made a
Xbox,
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox Game Pass or something like that.
Okay, look at Among Us. They
So
killed it.
that opens up the crossplay to a lot more people. They already have mobile, so that opens up the crossplay. So hopefully it'll come to the PlayStation side after, because normally sometimes if they do one, then they do the other. Like it takes a little bit of time or a lot of time depending.
I wonder if they're gonna make like a game chat, like in game, so that people don't have to be like on Discord.
No,
That
right?
would be good. That would be good.
Yeah, that would be hella.
It would be good if they took over that crew link thing, and like if
Yup.
they
Yeah,
need
yup.
to, they need
Xbox
to.
should definitely buy that from whoever made that. Yep, and just use it legit and fix it.
The refresh on that, like you have to refresh, and then
Oh,
if
it was
if
so bad
I
last
refresh
time.
and you guys don't
Yeah.
refresh, then you refresh, I have to refresh again. It's definitely
bad. It was
Because
so
remember,
bad.
like before this like last update that they had,
It
we
was
didn't have to
better.
do that. Like
It
all
was
we had
better.
to do was just refresh that one
Yup.
time, and
That
then
one
like you were
time.
good every match. But then
Yeah.
it was like after this update, we have to keep pressing Control R. Couldn't hear certain people. Like it
Yep.
was just like
yeah, it's pretty. It was pretty wonky. Jazz, did you say yours? I don't think you said yours.
Oh, I didn't. I'm kind of torn. Like, I'm playing mostly the PS5, so maybe that will be it. But like, I play all of them. Like, I'm still playing my Switch. I'm still playing the Xbox. I'm still playing I'm playing everything. So I don't know. It's like there's cons to each one. Like PlayStation, especially like because like we're making like Let's Plays and stuff. I have to be very selective of what I put on this thing because like it's like, okay, I got this game that I play with my friends on stream, but then I gotta keep this game on there because I'm not done making Let's Plays on it, and then I gotta like it's like I gotta be very selective with its storage because it's not enough.
Okay.
It's not enough. And then when I go to Xbox, it's like it's just all games. Like it's just all games on there, so I don't know. So I guess I would just say PS5.
Okay. And in the chat, let us know. You can also tweet us, #PartyChatPodcast. Let us know your console of the year. The next question is best gaming moment of the year. Charlie, go ahead.
That's a hard one. Of 2020, that's a hard one because this Fall Guys hit when it hit. It was so dope. It felt like it was bringing a community back to online gaming, like friends gaming. Like people started collabing more. You start seeing more YouTubers collab and everything. Because me, you, Corey Poise played it. Me, you, Jazz, Dwayne played it. And it was just like, and I was just watching everybody play it. They had it, but Among Us hit. It was like 20 times that, which I felt bad because Fall Guys. When we played it again last time, I was like, man, this game is still fun. Why did I stop playing it? It was fun, but Among Us hit, and then it was just like. YouTubers were going crazy. You said 10 YouTubers per video. Now everybody's just playing with everybody. It's hella freaking fun.
Yeah.
So Among Us, I think the Fall Guys Among Us era definitely hit it for the best for this year for me.
Best game, and I will say with
best game, I'll give it to Among Us.
Among Us. So Fall Guys, like you said, it was a fun. It was a lot of fun. The music is good.
It was like it was saying, like, hey, come back to collab.
Come back, yes. Let's play together. Let's play together. And they did it right with, they did some things. They didn't do something. I think, obviously, it surprised them, the devs, because they weren't ready. Yep. They were not ready. But it was definitely a lot of fun to play with. But when Among Us came, Among Us transcended, I think because it's not really expensive. It's like, what, $5 if you're
$5,
if you're playing on PC.
And then on mobile it's free.
Free, yeah. So it's easily accessible for everybody. Up to 10 people can play. And it's promoting the whole Discord part of it, where you gotta it tells you mute, you know, and it's one of the games I can't remember other games outside of Minecraft that transcended the gaming genre on YouTube. I was seeing beauty people play Among Us, and they were doing Among Us in IRL. I was seeing like commentary people who just do and vloggers.
Bruh,
everybody was playing.
Voiceovers played it. I watched them play it. It was so freaking dope, bro. I was like, man, it's so many people playing this freaking game.
Celebrities that don't really play games started Twitch channels, and they're like, oh, all these like Paul Scheer, Nick Kroll, the Big Mouth crew. They were playing Among Us on Twitch. Everybody,
everybody's playing it.
It was like the outside for games. It was like, we got to bring everybody back together.
The outside, I love that.
It was like, boom, everybody can play.
And it definitely connects a lot of people. And then as a creator, provided a lot of opportunity to collab with people that I've only seen and haven't played with before, you know? And it's definitely, that wasn't my, Among Us was one of my moments. I had a different moment, but that when you said Among Us, that really hits.
Because at the moment, you felt it. People legit are now big YouTubers because of that game as well. YouTube channels have sprouted because of that game. Twitch channels have sprouted because of that game. Like,
true.
It basically, the last time Fortnite did that, but you had to be, it was like people that was really, really good at it. This is just entertainment. It was sprouting your channel up.
AOC, she played it. Like, it was like
even
a big
AOC
I'm like, that's huge, where it became political as well.
Yeah, like that was dope. That was a dope moment for gaming.
It was.
Very true.
It was. To tag along, like, I agree with the Among Us. I'll say my personal best gaming moment was Miles Morales. The reason being, because I had it on hard, so it was very stressful, right? And I won't spoil the ending of the game, but when the end happened, I just literally bawled. Like,
Girl, you cried everything.
Watch everything. No, I don't cry at everything. All right, I don't cry at everything.
And I just cried. I lost it.
The glory tear down my face.
Water, no!
Think of all the fish in the ocean. You know, I'm just like, At the end of Spider-Man, I cried, but I think it was because I don't finish a lot of games on my channel, okay? And it was on hard, and I went through all that stress, and I feel like it was because of the moment, also a release. Like, it was like...
we all anticipated it. It was high anticipation. We all anticipated the
Yeah,
hell out of
I think the game, there was some things that the game could have done better, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I do think as far as like, they did a lot of things better than the original Spider-Man. They intensified some things. They made things better, easier to play, flowing. Like swinging was way more epic in this one than it was the soundtrack. A Black Spider-Man game. Like there was a lot of awesomeness in the game. So to come to the end where it was that release of like, I have finished this game. It was so stressful. I finished this game, and then the sadness of what was happening, and then I just lost it. So that's one of my personal, best gaming moments. And then I would piggyback the whole Among Us stuff as well.
Yeah.
What about you, Dwayne? What was yours?
Damn, y'all took all the good ones.
Yeah, think of a new
Wasn't
one.
that many this year.
Right, it was like y'all took all the good ones. Damn, I couldn't even have Miles. Let me stop. That's
He's
game
mine.
moment. I definitely thought Ghost of Tsushima's ending was really good too.
Okay.
Like Sucker Punch always does an amazing job, and like I'm not gonna spoil it, but like at the end you have to make a decision, and that decision was like okay, it's like okay, like from him fighting, like there was this moment when somebody died, and you're just like no, it was just. It's like when you get there, Christine, you're gonna be like okay, I see what he was talking about. Because
Right.
it's a very beautiful game, especially
I bet I'm
for
gonna
the
cry.
PS4 Pro.
I'll probably
right.
cry.
You
Right.
will. I know you will cry. I know you will cry. I didn't cry, but I know you will. But it was like it had its dope moments, and I definitely have to give Ghost of Tsushima its shine. Like it's a beautiful looking game. The gameplay is fun. They dropped a free multiplayer
DLC.
game so you could play online with your friends for free.
That's pretty cool.
It's just
Pretty
it's
cool.
just a good game. And then they finally dropped the new game plus where you can do even cooler stuff. I'm gonna go back and play that soon. So but yeah, so I say Ghost of Tsushima definitely had a moment for me. Definitely helped definitely was really, really good game.
Jazz.
Oh, sorry.
Are you gonna say
That was
gummy worms?
No, I was trying to think because like y'all did take mines. Like the reveal of Miles was gonna be mine, but then y'all talked about Miles. So I was like, okay. But I will say, like, just the reveal of like the consoles itself was really cool because like it hasn't happened in a long time. And like for me and Dwayne, like these are our first consoles that we were able to purchase on launch day. Like for ourselves, because before when these consoles came out, I was still in my parents' house. Like I didn't have a job, like I didn't have nothing, and so I had no money. I couldn't like buy it for myself. I had to wait whenever they got it, whenever they decided to get it, if I was gonna get it. Like so, but like now I'm like, oh, I can actually get this like on my own. So I was like hyped to do that, and then all the memes that people were making about like what the actual consoles look like because it was like so much hype. It was like, when are y'all gonna show it? When y'all gonna show it? 'Cause it was getting closer and closer to like the holiday. And then when they finally showed it, like, okay, here goes the Xbox fridge and then the PS5 Wi-Fi router. Like now, like, it was just so funny seeing all of them, like the Yu-Gi-Oh references and all that stuff. Like it was just so funny.
That's funny. That I would say I do agree. Like when they showed I don't think I was as invested in past consoles beforehand, and obviously it's because we've been playing 4 other PlayStations before this one came out, and then 3 other Xboxes before this one came out. It's like now that this one has arrived, we're like, okay, we're at the forefront. We've been playing. We're excited. We know what we want to see, what we want. And then when they had that reveal, I'm not gonna lie, the PlayStation one, that was such a hype moment for me. Like the way that it looked, and I was like the reveal. I was like, this is only the first time I would ever say sexy about a game console. The way that they did that reveal, I was like, that was it was such a good reveal. Hi baby, how you doing? Yes. It was definitely that's definitely a highlight. So what is your worst gaming moment of the year?
Who want to go first?
Charlie, you go first.
Well, I didn't play it, but I can tell you what everybody else probably was. Cyberpunk.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. We're gonna get to them about that. What's your worst gaming? It doesn't have to be a game that came out this year, but it could be a worst gaming
anything
moment for
that
you.
happened this year.
No, it could involve a game that didn't come out this year, but
Right, I know
the
what you mean,
event happened this year.
The event happened this year.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
understand. Damn, that's a hard question because was there something that bad that happened?
That you were a part of.
Maybe you had all good experiences. And you can
Yeah,
name
lit
one.
year.
But
You
but
did.
I wouldn't say that. It was just this year. It just
Wasn't
I
a
mostly
lot?
Play old stuff. Yeah, because even
Yeah.
though I bought the newest consoles, I didn't even get into them like that. I don't know. I just feel like this year was just like, it was like
Mid. This year was mid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have an answer.
I would have to say for me, it would have to be the first time I played Among Us was like the first time,
What?
right? No, because
You didn't like it?
no, I was
Did we catch your ass in the act or something? I think we did.
Did we?
no, I'm sure you did. I'm not a great imposter, but for me, because a lot of people don't know this, but I have social anxiety. So when it comes to meeting people for the first time, in my mind, I'm going crazy. I'm like, okay, I just did this. What do they think about what I did? Did it come off this way? Do they think of it? Especially if people don't know me,
I don't
because
care.
I
Fuck
feel
you.
like,
Bye.
right? It's like, let me just eat this chicken this way. No, for me, I feel, and obviously there's like psychological reasons and issues and anxiety and stuff like that and paranoia. That's all obviously nonsense, but that's part of me. So I know, like, if I'm around Charlie, right, and I do things around, I don't have to be worried about, oh, how did Charlie take this? How did Charlie see when I?
You get what about me? I'm important.
No, I'm just saying, I don't have to worry about how if I say
I ain't
something
worried. He don't
to
mean
you.
shit. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, right now it's more like, oh,
Digging in her nose all around me. Like,
he
damn.
okay? He all right? All right? It's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. But that's the thing. Like, I know, like, because we were family before we knew we was family, right? So it's like, it's one of those things where I don't feel like I have to be worried about that. But when it comes to meeting new people, I'm like, okay, well, when I said this, how did they think, do they think I was a beard? I'm going to tell you, Jazz, when we were at Malibu, right? And on the way there,
Same thing.
on the way there, when we were in the party bus, because it was like a bus that
Yeah.
was taking us to the location
That's lit.
from one location to another location, right? And while we were there and we were talking and stuff, and then after I was like, was I talking too much? I was like, they probably think I'm like a stubborn B word
I'm glad
that is
brought
just
that up, though.
so like has so many opinions about things and is just loud. And I was like, I bet Jazz is like, man, that Christine girl is kind of
Girl,
annoying.
talking
Like,
damn much.
No, because like I have very few friends myself, because like I'm the same way. Like I'm very like I'm a true introvert. It seems like I'm very social, but I'm really not. Like in real life, I'm not at all. So like when I saw you, like I knew of your videos. Like when I saw you for the first time, we were the only two there.
oh, you knew
So
about me? Oh my goodness.
I was just like I don't know if I should say hi. Like I don't know if I should say hi or not. Like or
You froze. You froze.
I was so
Okay.
There you go.
nervous.
There you
You
go.
just froze hella.
You froze. You
No,
froze.
y'all froze on my screen too. Y'all froze on my screen.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. That was
But
hilarious.
I was so scared. I was so scared. And then like when we was on a bus, I was scared because everybody was like asking us questions like on the spot, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just like I don't know what to say. And so I was just like very, very nervous the entire time. And a lot of the times I would crack a joke so that I could feel better, like so that way I wouldn't feel nervous. So that's
Right.
part of my anxiety too. Like I would just try to make a joke, and then if people laugh, I'm like, oh okay, like well now.
That's good. That's good.
Now
So like
okay.
when we talked about anime and then we talked about Dragon Ball Z, and like I bashed Dragon Ball Z and I was like,
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't have bashed it. It's the first time I met her. I was like, maybe I shouldn't, because I mean I have when it comes to TV and film, you guys know, because we had a mini rant before we started. When I feel something about it, I just go into it, and then when I got to my room, I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have bashed Dragon Ball Z because she was talking about anime and everything. I was like, maybe that came off like a B word. So when we played Among Us, and there's like, okay, I knew you guys, but everybody else was new, all right, to me, as far as meeting and interacting and talking. And then on top of that, we're playing a game that I've never played before, because I didn't test play it too much before we started, actually at all before we started that one time. And I was recording it, and after I was like, yeah, I can't post this, because I was in between times. Like if I died, I was sitting there like, okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I had like anxiety. I had like really bad anxiety. And so
yeah, that's why that game is better for streaming anyway, because there's a lot of down moments when you like you got to be quiet anyway.
Completely.
Yeah.
I think if I had streamed it the first time, then I could have talked to my audience, and that could have helped calm me. But it was like meeting. So when there was 2 different people that I was imposter with, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I was bad at it. And after I was like, and I'm not used to them, and I'm used to like. When it comes to, I know you guys as male gamers, and I know some people as male gamers, but the general thought of a male gamer is like, if it's not good, you're not good. They're angry. They're upset. They're, oh, you're a piece of crap, blah, blah, blah. So I was worried. Okay, so side note, I was worried that some of the people that I played imposter with and I was failed, that they were like cursing me out in their stream because like, oh man, she's crap. She never played the game before. That's what I thought. So after I went back to their streams to see what they said. And it was fine. They were just like laughing it off or whatever.
I got a bone to pick with you one time. No.
What's your bone?
No.
What's your bone? What's your bone?
No, because it was me and you. I'm moving back and forth for you to do the double kill. I killed one of them. Christine just sit there and watches me get the kill.
Listen.
And then I was like, Christine. And
I was trying to press the button. I was trying to press it.
I was like, and then everybody was like,
press report and blame her.
No, I've tried to press the button. I'm not, and double kills I'm not great at. I tried to do that with Jazz, and she was standing there with Jerry. Didn't kill Jerry. He freaking told on me.
No, I didn't do the double kill because there's gonna be witnesses. I was like, there's gonna be witnesses if we do this double kill. That's why I didn't do it.
I'm not. Imposter or Among Us is a fun game, but being imposter is stressful. Okay, being imposter is stressful.
I love being imposter. It's hella fun.
I like being killer.
Nobody susses Charlie.
No, ever, never, never. No, never.
Only 2 people that suss you out, and that's why you always like, I gotta kill you first. I gotta kill Jazz first.
Right?
Nobody ever says every time that he's imposter, I'm dead first. Every time.
Whenever we're like
I'll be on him. Like
in the proximity chat when you have the dead people, everybody's like, no one's asking Charlie any questions. The dead community, the dead party,
nobody's talking to this man.
Ask him questions.
Face. He just got an inviting ass voice. I wouldn't backstab you to hit. And then I'm like, oh, Charlie! And he killed us, in the corner somewhere.
I remember one of the times I was like, oh, I don't think it's Charlie because he was with me and he didn't do blah, blah, blah. Next time, stab right in the face. I was like, it was Charlie!
I know that kind of betrayal.
Gunshot.
That kind of betrayal.
I hate that.
Oh, Charlie was so shook one time. He said I don't know if he still hates Jazz or not.
He does.
I did like 20 missions with Jazz,
bro.
He felt so heartbroken.
We were walking around from the beginning of the game, laughing, talking everything. I'm like, oh, my last mission. So I'm talking like, yeah, blah blah blah. It was a slice, and I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
No, that one was so funny to me because I wanted to kill Charlie. I wanted to kill Charlie in the beginning. I went to kill Charlie in the beginning, and then he was sassing somebody else. He was like, Jazz, you follow me. So I was like, oh shit. So I gotta stay with him. So then that's when every time the lights went out, I was trying to like, if somebody like walked past us, I would try to kill them. But then like I couldn't get the chance. And then Charlie was finally by himself in reactor. I was like, all right, bet. And then that's when I just
the task bar had like this much left, and it was my last mission. So we had like 2 more missions for people to do.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So what about you, Dwayne? What's your worst gaming moment of 2020?
Not Cyberpunk, right? We can't talk about Cyberpunk, right? Yeah,
Not yet. There's going to be but you can say it's Cyberpunk. You can just go into it more when people ask the questions.
Oh yeah, well, Cyberpunk then, yeah.
Okay. Jazz?
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Oh, well, I got quite a few, okay? It's mainly for my setup, okay? My setup, I hate getting disconnected from Fall Guys, disconnected from Among Us, getting my screen freezing here. And it's just, and I know it's the internet connection because my screen was moving nice and free, but everybody else just froze. So that's how I know. I'm like, okay, it's not me, it's something else with this connection. So I got to get that done. Then Cyberpunk, when every time I turn it on, I get a crash every 30 or an hour that I play it. I have literally turned on this game every time, and every time I have not failed to get a crash. I will get a crash every single time I turn on this game. Doesn't matter how long I play it, I will get one. So
I thought it was. Oh, we'll talk about that later. I forgot.
What, Cyberpunk?
Yeah, we
Okay.
will get into Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk gets a whole segment.
Yeah, it does. It does. So we're gonna start with the the customer questions. We're gonna start with the fan questions that we got on Twitter. We'll just start with this one's from Derek Vino. Derek asked, "What did you think about Cyberpunk?" We'll just start right there. And if you could design your own game, what would it be? Obviously, the game part keep very short as possible as you can, so we can get through more of them.
We're giving the whole.
Yeah.
Right. Not the whole spiel. So you start at the beginning, and then you press A, and then this is what happened. No, but like, I will go ahead, Dwayne and Jazz. Y'all started off because y'all played the game Cyberpunk. What did you think?
I'm gonna let Dwayne go first. I played more.
I was like, it was like a couple of days before it was about to come out, and I was like, out the whole year, you heard me, Christine. I'm like, I'm so hyped for this game.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking at like they had you know the dude that did Cops. You remember Cops? That little show where they
I don't know.
about.
I remember the show, but I don't know.
show,
what-
yeah.
Like, okay, it was like the host, and he did like a 40-minute segment. I think it was for E3. I showed Jazz, and I was like, man, this game seemed like it's about to be fire. They had to do a mission where they had to get this bot or whatever, and it was like he was just saying the different techniques, and I was like, damn. I was like, I'm ready. Like, so 2 days ahead, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, why do I got a feeling like this game is gonna be overhyped?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. That hit me like a week before. So I was like, I got a feeling.
I got a feeling this game gonna be overhyped. This game was not what I thought it was gonna be. When I'm thinking like RPG, I'm thinking like, all right, it was gonna be like really customized. You could customize it. I'm thinking the game was gonna be
Everything.
like over customized. If you could customize your ding dong, I'm like, what else can you customize?
I know, right? Like, you could do
Right.
everything.
Right.
So, but it wasn't that. Like they had like maybe like I'm thinking like maybe of 30 hairstyles, and you can't even control the length of your hairstyle.
Yeah.
Really?
One voice.
No.
One
You only get
voice?
one voice. You can't
One
change your voice. It's just one.
One voice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Voice is one of the
face.
easiest. It's easier to do voice than other things.
Yeah.
One face. One face. I guess like it would be like okay, like implement some type of face scan technology maybe. Like if you're not going to
Wait, did you say one face?
It's one face, and you really can't change the features of that face up much. You really can't. They give you a grill, and then the body type, you can't change the body type either. You get one body type.
Grill?
I wanted to be like a thicker version of me, or a fat guy, or whoever.
Well,
I
that's
wanted
what
to
I was
be.
expecting too. Like I thought that like I could make my person like skinny, or if they're not skinny, I could make them fat, like stuff like that. But I couldn't do that. So
That's weird. So could you do the schlong thing or no?
You could, you could do it, but it's
you can do
like,
the schlong and the boobies.
but I mean, that's it. That you could like change your eye color.
But
They have some
one
cool-
face? One voice?
Yeah, one face.
No,
you could change
no.
up-
Okay, you could change up the face. You could change up
Oh,
the eyes and the eyebrows and stuff like that. But
But
Dwayne's
that's
talking
just
about
one-
the face model, like
the
the
Right,
face model
right.
of your face is
But,
you
like,
can't change it up
the-
much. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can change the eyebrows. No, you can't. Like you can change the grill. You got cool. They got like cool eyes. Like there are certain parts that are like cool. Like there's a good customization here, but you thought the customization was gonna be even longer. Like I'm gonna be able to change my body type, my shoulders. If I want smaller shoulders, my arm length. You could change your fingernails, but I'm like, all right, what if I want to have smaller hands? You know, bigger hands. You know, if I want to have like more defined body type, or like I want to have a gun, or you know what I'm saying, or I want to have short this style but longer hair with it. You don't even have a slider to make the hair longer or shorter. And I'm thinking like, yo, I'm like, this is like bare minimum stuff we got here. So that already made me go into the game like, it made
What
me
about
feel some type of
story?
way.
Was the story for the amount that you guys played good?
The story is good, but it's the bugs that mess it up sometimes
Okay.
that make you like, okay.
Okay.
Like the combat is okay. The combat is like nothing spectacular or like groundbreaking. Like I mean, they got some stuff I haven't played much of it, but it's like the sword combat, like the punching feels weird. You know, fighting feels weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
You
I
know.
wasn't, so
Yeah, what do you think, Jazz? What do you think about the fighting the combat of the game?
the combat was like a little weird, a little bit.
Okay.
Like it takes some getting used to, like as far as like gauging like how close you got to be and stuff like that. But like yeah, the customization got me because I was so excited. And y'all saw it. Some people saw it in my stream when I was streaming it. I was like streaming, customizing my character. I was customizing my character for like 45 minutes at least. And then come to find out, I can't even see my character during the game because
It's only for
I'm
At all?
first person. So, and then there was a point where I was running around naked in my game, and I had no damn clue because
Oh,
I'm
dear.
the first person. My chat had to tell me that I was
that is
naked.
weird.
So I had to go back home and look in a mirror and be like, "Oh, I am naked," and then I had to put clothes on. So
Oh, dear.
that's one thing. I'm like, what is the point of all this customization if I'm not
know,
gonna
right?
see it?
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
Not
gonna
even in
see it. Like,
cutscenes?
no, in the cutscenes, you're still in first person. You're still like it's still from
Oh, okay.
your
They took
eyeballs.
something
Like,
that was about to be so huge, and they destroyed that name.
and yeah, and then like I couldn't even drive down the street without getting a error crash. Like it's not like I understand like some games crash like when you're doing a lot and you're moving a lot and the action scene is like what makes it crash. I'm literally driving and then it would just crash on me. I'm like, okay.
The thing though is for me, like they had how many delays? Like so many
lot.
delays. And
They
people
had
were
a
like,
lot of
yeah,
delays.
go take your time, make the game good. That was like the sentiment, right? So
Yeah.
what happened? Like what happened?
They wanted that
was
money.
almost
They wanted that
happening
money.
They wanted that money, and the product
what they
wasn't.
wanted.
The product to me wasn't as good as it was advertised. They made it. They made me like so hyped.
They're
Like, I
getting a
see-
lawsuit right now.
They about to get a lawsuit right now.
Oh,
and they're
really?
Yeah, they're getting a
Some investors
class action
cheated.
lawsuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
some investors
wow.
so cheated about their about the product.
I know, like
Now,
for
on the base
PS4.
consoles?
Yeah, that's
Oh
the
my
thing.
God.
I saw. So
that
I
is
did
bad.
see some clips of people
Oh, yeah,
playing
I
on the
saw that.
PS4, and I was like,
That boy, that shit, that look like some
Android.
P3 stuff.
Right.
That was-
What they playing the app? What is this?
Right.
Loading in.
Are they playing?
This is old
Like, what are they
GTA.
playing?
right,
The
yeah.
mobile version?
The Nintendo 64, everything was like super boxy on
Yeah,
N64.
it was all polygon. You see all the polygons?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how
So-
it was.
I was about to say polygon.
that isn't that a Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Look, yeah.
Yay! Shout out to Jane
I just
Animations
thought
because it's
about
one
it.
of her
I'm like,
videos
another
that's
thing
on
with their
me.
first person whatever issue in Cyberpunk was that they had the nerve to make you customize and not see yourself, but then you could see third person when you're driving. That's when you could press a button to see yourself in third person from driving, but
Yeah,
you
they-
can't do the same thing for your character, which I thought made no sense. So I'm like, okay.
So after the game came out, I
Get the
remember
game outta
people
here.
talking about the review process and how they were only letting people review it on PC, right? If you had a good powered
Right.
PC,
Because they
Right.
knew what they was doing.
right? And you
That makes it
couldn't
seem-
show
that's what makes it seem
gameplay, and you couldn't show
Yep.
gameplay in your reviews. So like when people
Yep.
talk about their games,
That's why they might say
That's
shit.
why.
that's like those movie reviews where they have those embargoes and they won't let you do the review until like what the day it comes out, just so it's not enough bad information getting out before people go to
So that way
see it
a
on
lot of people
theaters.
see how much it suck.
But that just seems like it's being like you're being not truthful. Like,
Yeah,
if
Not
you're
it's
like,
kind of
that's-
skeevy.
like yeah, like I don't like for me personally, like whenever people like reach out to me like to do like a review of some game or that they gave me, and then they'll be like, oh well, you can't show this part because we know that that's a glitch, you can't show this or whatever like that. I feel like that's very dishonest.
Yeah,
like
really,
Mhm.
you trying
like,
to
like if you want me to show this game, I'm gonna be honest about how this game plays.
Right,
So don't
right.
ask me to do a review and be
Right.
like, oh well, don't say anything bad about it or don't say that this is not working.
I'm
Like,
like,
nah,
what?
like I'm gonna say it
Right.
if you gonna give it to me. Like,
Right.
don't know. So
That's
they
it.
knew what they was doing.
The only thing I get with that is like spoilers, because I remember the first Spider-Man when they were
Yeah,
like,
that's-
"Hey,
I get
don't
that.
show
Spoilers-
anything
It's
past this
spoilers,
point." I
yeah.
get that, but like when they're like, "Hey, there's a glitch here, there's a glitch here, there's a glitch here," I'm like, "Well, why are we playing? Why are we
Like,
playing?"
well,
this?
why am I
isn't it
playing
fi-
this
Why
then?
isn't it fixed? If you know
Right.
there's a glitch there, then why you ain't fixing it?
That's
And then-
actually a better question.
like,
why
I
aren't
know
you
the
fix
glitch
it?
is there, but I can't show
Like,
it.
but I
like-
can't show it because
or
you
how
don't
about y'all
want people
fix
to
it, then
know.
give me the game back again so I can have a good
Right,
review.
yeah.
of
Let's,
it.
let's talk about this next month.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. When it's better.
But yeah, Cyberpunk really disappointed me with the glitches and the customization. Now story wise and gameplay wise, I think the story is really good. I think the story is really good. There's aspects that I did like about it but there is aspects that I did think were weird and stuff like that. But story wise, I was invested in the story. I really was invested in the story a little bit. It's not the most amazing story, but I was invested in
It's
it.
not a
little bit.
bad story. But
Yeah,
like,
it's
you know.
it's like average. It's not like a super. Oh yeah, this is groundbreaking stuff here. No, it's like average like stuff.
Okay.
You know?
That is a little disappointing, because even though I didn't, the whole customization was really my big thing that I was excited about seeing, is like, hey,
Right. So I thought it was like just unlimited when it comes
Right.
to ideas in that game.
What
That's
can
I
you
thought.
make
too.
here? But to hear all
I say
this,
try it yourself though, because my opinion is not your opinion, and other people might absolutely love the game if it works. Now everybody can agree that thing be black. I haven't got a black screen luckily, but there are glitches in that game, and Jazz was getting all the black screens, all of it. That's what we call it, the black screen on the PS5. It's
Yep.
just you out of there.
I think
and then
it's
I heard
fair
people's
to-
save data was getting corrupted too. If you go over a certain amount of gigabytes, that's bad too.
Hey,
That's-
Your save game.
that's scary.
Yeah, it's like if
Yeah.
you craft certain things like in the game, like if you craft too many items, like it'll brick it. So you can't do that.
And your save data will brick too.
Yeah, your save data will brick and it's done.
Corrupt, yep. And then you gotta start all over. All that weapon and all that gear, all the missions,
Yeah.
you gotta start over.
I think this
So it's
is
like,
important
man, damn.
information people need to hear before you spend $60 or $70 on a game.
Oh, they heard
Yeah.
it by now.
Oh,
Everybody
they
heard
know
it by
now. Yeah, I'm like, they
Everybody
You heard
heard
it
know.
by now. Yes, sir.
That is crazy. All right, so we'll skip the second part of your question, Derek. Thank you so much. We're just gonna try to get to a lot of other people. And if it's something we've kind of discussed already, then I'm not gonna, like the KFC console we discussed, and we're all fans. We want to play it, so I'm not gonna. But shout out to you for asking. Okay, Bree asks, "What was your favorite indie game of 2020?" I guess that's a
Oh,
Charlie
well,
question.
Among Us.
Huh?
Yeah, Charlie. Go
Oh,
crazy.
I guess it's all of us then, right?
Among Us.
and,
Among
and
Us.
Fall Guys.
And Fall Guys.
Yup. Those are
That's
the top
it.
two
Those
indie
those
games.
were the two craziest indie games of the year.
That's
They
true.
showed out.
I'm
Yeah.
glad indies are starting to get more,
I know because
got more accessible and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
every time we got like those conventions and stuff we be going to, Christine, I always be looking for the indie games. Like, where the indie section at?
Devolver.
Like, I always on Devolver, y'all. And they the
Mm-hmm.
one who did Fall Guys. I always on Devolver Digital. Always been my top.
They are, yeah, and their booths are always really cool. They got a lot of cool
Yep.
merch over there too.
Yeah, because they be having this dope merch, and they be having hella upcoming games that ain't even announced out yet. They be having so much stuff around. I'm like, bro, and they be having to set up like an arcade too, like it's
Yeah.
like legit on the arcade
Yeah.
system.
That
Like
you can
Devolver
play.
Digital always been dope.
They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Lafayette. So the first part of your name, Lafayette. I know who you are, so shout out to you, Lafayette. Is in French, and I don't speak that. I don't want to ruin your name. But Lafayette asks, "What's the future of horror games in your opinion?"
I think they're gonna keep going up because seem like so far they've just been getting better and better. I mean, like, because you got first it was all fun, then it turned to VR. That was like a step up.
Yeah, VR, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
I was just gonna say VR is the next wave. Is like you're gonna be the character in your own horror
Yep.
story. You're gonna be the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Christine. Christine, like
Christine, like, she don't do horror games. So.
Christine hitting you with this face.
Yeah,
I do want to see more original like storylines for horror games though, because
Yeah.
like
I
I
know,
will
it's just
say for
jump
me
rock.
personally, I'm a little zombie fatigued.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Zombies are done. for
So
me.
it's like that's no longer scary to me. It's just like, all right, let me shoot you.
right.
Yeah, give me like a good
Pew,
horror
pew.
story.
You smell like
Yeah.
fried chicken. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. All right, so we kind of touched base on this, but you guys it's asked a little differently. So this is from CC. Shout out to you. She asked, "How was the gaming experience been for you in all in 2020?" We did talk about our favorite games of the year. So
Yeah, we kind of talk about this.
what is like if you were to, because we only briefly like offhand said it, so like if you were to say what your gaming experience has been for 2020, what would you say?
Early 2020 was really good. I think did Resident Evil 3 come out earlier this year?
Yeah, I think
Earlier
Yeah.
this year, yeah.
And then we were playing like Resident Evil, the little multiplayer game
Yeah, that
online.
was-
Yeah, that was
So,
At the end of the year, it was like it wasn't bad. Like I feel like gaming was like, oh yeah, we had some games we was looking forward to, but then like a lot of games got delayed. So
towards the end because of
Towards the
COVID.
end,
So
'cause of
like,
COVID,
towards
yeah.
the end, it wasn't as good, but like the beginning was
beginning
good.
was
That's
I
good.
like yeah.
What were you saying, Charlie? You gotta get closer to your mic.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No, you were saying something at the same time, and I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's where you might have saw me chewing, but I don't think I said nothing.
Oh no, I heard your voice saying something when we were like talking about the beginning of the year, and then they're like towards the end of the year, and then you're
Oh,
like,
I
saying,
was like, yeah. Then it got real because the world almost died. But
He said
Oh,
the
yeah.
world almost
I
died.
said much.
true.
Oh my God.
So, okay, we already talked about like what our bad things of the year were. I'm trying to find some of these as we were talking, we kind of answered some of these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one's a fun one. All right, from Jamal Lloyd Davis, shout out to you on Twitter. Ask if you could game with one celebrity, dead or alive, who would that person be?
I already know who mine is.
Who's yours?
Mine, which is funny, is like since forever, mine has always been Soulja Boy because he just seemed like he's hella funny. He legit.
I think so.
And he been gaming forever anyway. Also, like even before he like when he was like the guy at the very beginning of his stage, he still always used to be on his Xbox. And funny, I played against one of his boys at because remember when they came out, they had SODMG Gamers, and I played against one of his boys in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I noticed him, and I talked about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be watching it." And I whooped his ass. I wanted to play Soulja so bad, but I always wanted the game with Soulja Boy.
You said I whooped his.
Like just throw that in there.
That's my game, boy.
Oh, my camera!
Oh,
you're back. You're back, and you're gone.
And you're gone.
I'm not doing it. This is not me. I'm not even touching it.
It's like a horror movie. Gonna come back home and be somebody else in the room.
Oh, don't say
I'm
that.
about to
Don't
have to
say
walk over
that.
there and you're gonna see me die.
Don't say that. That's when it
Okay,
cuts
so
on.
It's gotta be something with this
that's-
damn camera. What the
Get
hell?
chills.
Oh my god.
Oh, you see the green glow?
The green-
Whose face is that?
When you got the-
Whose face is that?
No,
Hold
please
on,
don't.
Hold on.
I saw Freddy. I'm like,
Oh,
This
I-
is unfriended.
if
You think
it'll
this is
just end,
unfriended?
it'll just end. I
"Oh,
won't.
he said the rules."
If I see a face, doodle stream done. Okay.
Yup,
Hold
yeah,
up,
they
I'm
tell you the rules and
pissed, man.
stuff.
What the hell?
No one leave, or oh shit.
Yeah,
Now
now
it-
get pulled right back into it.
Oh goodness.
Oh boy.
Now, okay, so now in the stream, if you're watching, it moved Dwayne where it says Jazz under Dwayne's face, and it says Dwayne
It
under
sure did.
Charlie's.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back.
Drag it over.
So, just you know who they are. So just look.
Oh,
at
let me leave and come back. Let me see.
Now Charlie is both.
Did it put it back? Did it put it back where it belongs?
No, what's gonna happen is because Discord
or
moves
me,
you when the
but-
camera is. So when you turn your camera back on, you'll be in your right. Yeah. So now Charlie
am I
is
back?
Jazzy. Charlie is Jazzy now.
On my stream, it's normal, but I guess for you, I don't know.
No, you have to look at the stream on the stream.
I don't even know.
Oh, on
My
the
camera not
screen,
turning on now. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it goes.
Your camera
Oh,
not
yeah, I
turning
see,
on.
There it is.
I see, yep.
There it is.
There it
What the
goes.
hell?
There we go. We back. Now we back.
Yeah, I see Charlie so
And we're
cute.
back. Now everybody's
There we go.
Oh, there you
everybody's
go.
themselves
Oh,
now.
so
Everybody's
Christine
themselves.
need to buy us a warehouse so we could make the podcast official.
With the
Right.
little mics in front of us, sitting at
Yeah.
a table.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
oh,
listen.
yeah. You got your stimulus.
Listen, this is listen. No, aren't we supposed to be getting something? A little
Oh, wait,
something?
no.
600.
Yeah.
$600.
I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I want it.
It would be nice.
Somebody
It would
said
be
that
nice.
sounds like a new PlayStation, bro. That shit was hilarious. That stimulus
Oh,
package,
Hell,
bro.
PlayStation means what it too. Like,
right. But then if they beat the bots, they'll be able to get one.
like,
Or if they
shit.
go to the direct link, Okay, so if you could get any, and we probably know Charlie's answer to this, but if you could get, and this is shout out to Officer
Wait, they
J93.
asked what celebrity they want to game with.
Oh, true. Sorry, the camera thing, I forgot. Okay,
All right.
Jazzy, who would you like to game with as a celebrity?
Bernie Mac.
And that's
Oh, really?
dope.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac
Really?
is hilarious.
Okay.
Bernie Mac is my favorite comedian. Rest in
Yeah,
peace,
he
man.
is
Yeah.
funny,
But-
man.
I think that'll just be funny.
That would be funny. I can see him.
I love Bernie Mac.
With something in a cup next to him.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Oh Lord!
Oh,
He
Lord.
playing against America.
America.
What
See how
about
they
you
do
doing?
me, America?
Yeah.
I would love to see his commentary on this year. You know, like that would have been fun to see.
It would be a lot of cussing. There would be a lot
Oh,
of
for sure.
MFers.
Yeah.
For sure.
He said, "What you say, you little MFer?"
He got a whole skit on Mother.
Right.
That dude is hella funny.
Dwayne, what about you? Which celebrity would you,
I'm thinking,
dead or
I'm
alive?
thinking maybe like I don't know. I had to have a few of them. I want Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I want
That'd be a
Kanye.
match.
I want Kanye West. because I know that'll be
that'll be lit.
that'll be lit. And then I didn't want Samuel Jackson there to handle all that's gonna go down.
That's
to moderate.
mine.
Oh, that's yours? Oh, damn. I'm
Sam.
sorry. I definitely did.
Look, Mr.
You
Sam
can have
now.
Sam. You can have Sam.
He can come to mine.
You can have Sam.
And you have The Rock. That would be funny. That would
No,
like,
definitely The Rock, though. I think The Rock is it would be fun.
yeah,
Having
I
Kevin
agree.
Hart together. Yes, I need both of them together.
They have such great chemistry. They have such
Yeah.
great chemistry. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
be
for
hella
me
big.
it would be I think Kevin Hart or Sam or both together because that like seeing that dynamic because he does not care. Samuel Jackson does not care. I watched him on a panel with Will Smith and when they was talking about Django and Will was like, well, he wasn't really with the gore and all this stuff. And then the guy turned to Samuel Jackson was like, well, what did you think? He's like, I don't give a fuck. He didn't care. He's like, I don't care. But I would like to. I would definitely
y'all
like to
pick
play.
more than one celebrity.
Hey, I said Dwayne The Rock Johnson first, so hey.
Yeah.
Or Kanye.
Mhm.
Or
but,
Samuel.
Kanye,
Okay.
I wanna play Kanye.
Listen, you just mad 'cause you
Kanye,
just
bro,
got
come on.
Soulja
Hey, that
Boy,
would-
okay?
that would be helpful, huh?
I said you just mad because you just got Soldier Boy and we sitting with two
No, that's
celebs.
all. You said one. That's all. I always
said
want
one.
Soldier Boy.
But then you talked about being his best friend's ass and Cap.
Right?
I did. I don't know if it was his best friend. I just know it was somebody with the SODMG gamers. I don't know if it was his best friend.
He said, I don't know who it was, but I need to
One
take
of
their
them.
spot.
One of them.
That'd be hella lit.
So Officer J93 on Instagram asked you if you could get any old school game and console revamped for the new gen gaming. What game? I know, Charlie, you got this first. What game and system would you choose?
Give me Legend of Dragoon. Put it on the PS5.
Okay.
Give me freaking any Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario. Oh, give me Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars on the Switch. Ooh, a new one. Revamp.
That's how he tastes something
I
good.
was so great.
Right.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay. What about you, Dwayne?
GameCube.
Okay.
Damn it, you took mine.
What gang?
Me personally, I told y'all I love Ultimate Spider-Man,
Yeah, that was
where you
good.
could play as Venom and
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Oh, that was the one on Super Nintendo when you play. Oh no, I'm thinking the one you play as Carnage and Spider-Man on Super Nintendo. That was-
No. But yeah,
Shit.
and then create that's why I love that game so much. I need to get an emulator so I can play it, because I heard the Xbox can emulate games now.
Yeah,
I need to
heard
go
too.
ahead. I can go ahead and just start that up. But yeah, that's GameCube. Revamp it and then be that little home console.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jack?
mine was GameCube also. Like revamp the GameCube. Give us some more Mario parties because those were all fun to me. All of them. What?
No, go ahead, finish.
Oh no, I was gonna say that and the old Paper Mario games.
Oh hell.
Not
Oh, yeah.
where it's like this
Okay.
weird turn-based thing that you got to do. Like just the old Paper Mario games, bring them back.
Man,
That's it.
See, but when y'all said, because y'all said revamp consoles too. If you talk about revamping console, off rip, I need Sega Dreamcast done over because it was too far ahead of its time, bro.
Yeah.
Sega Dreamcast was so freaking lit. If we gonna do consoles, I revamp the Sega Dreamcast.
That was my intro.
It was.
Yeah, that was my first console I touched was Dreamcast.
I used to love that mug, man. Power
And it was
Stone,
over.
Psychic Force 2012, Crazy Taxi, Nights. I used to play hella
Crazy
games.
Taxi. Oh,
Oh my
boy.
god.
Crazy Taxi was so nice, bro.
Dang.
For me, it would be
Sonic Adventure 2. What? Oh, go ahead.
Nintendo 64 would be mine. And it would
64
be
was lit.
it was like open world Mario. I was like, what is
Oh, Mario 64. Yeah.
Yeah, Mario
yeah.
64. And then having Ocarina of Time. I would want that.
Yeah.
If they can make it like Breath of the Wild, redo that game, make it look as open and beautiful and majestic as Breath of the Wild, that would be
Lit.
yeah, it would be pretty amazing for me.
See, one more game. See, it's
Go
one
ahead,
game that pees me off. That's so epic. Every RPG fan love it, but it's just like you don't hear anything else from it. Now think about Square Enix. It's called Lost Odyssey. I would love to get that done. Like
I heard of that game. I don't know where from.
It was on Xbox 360. It was like legit.
Okay.
It hit the button perfectly for turn-based RPG fans. Like it was like this is what we've been talking about. Thank you for this game. And it just disappeared. No one knows what happened to the game. Like, ain't no sequel. It ain't redoing it. Nothing. I was like, bro, this is so amazing. What happened?
Excuse me.
They
It's
do a lot of
interesting how
games
that
like
kind of
that.
happens. Yeah. Like when the game could be successful and then it just like goes. But I think it could be more, not that the company wasn't interested anymore, but I think like a lot of times the company kind of falls apart or whatever.
Oh,
Dev made it. That
Marvel
group
versus
fell
Capcom.
apart.
that's my last.
I thought
Marvel
that's what you were gonna say. I'm surprised it was
last
not
one.
the
Marvel
first one
versus
that you
Capcom
said.
2.
I'm
Oh,
surprised
God.
it wasn't
Yeah,
it. That's what
yeah,
I was
Michael
like. I was like, when I know Charlie's answer, that's the game I was talking about.
Yeah, and Michael B. Jordan even tweeted the same thing about. I'm like, bro, I'm taking this game. Bro, that fight game was so broken, but so fun. Like, oh my gosh, that game is amazing.
That's funny. So this will be our last question, and this is a question that some people did ask, but it was kind of where this was headed. 2021. Okay, happens in a couple of days from when we're
So basically
streaming
2020 part
this, right? Well, gosh, please, Charlie, no, please,
No,
no.
okay.
Please don't. What are your
2020 part 2.
2020.
the reckoning? The reckoning.
You thought it was over. New variant. Level up.
Oh my gosh! Oh my
Thought it
gosh!
was
I forgot about that ish. When I saw that Japan is closing its doors due to new variant, I was like, variant what? What? You better say
New
that.
video. It's a new game.
Thought it was over.
You thought it was over. Such
Variant.
bitches.
Good.
Gotcha. No,
Gotcha.
so for you, what are you looking forward to in 2021, gaming wise? What are you obviously life wise? COVID ending, we
I was
know
about to say
we can leave free,
2020
right. We're excited for that. But like gaming wise, what are you looking forward to in 2021?
I'm looking for any type of Fable announcement trailer, something. I'm
Okay.
looking for Dragon, and I'm looking for Dragon Age, and I'm looking for Disgaea 6.
This guy is 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you wouldn't know. It's
No.
it's far from.
I don't know. Okay, Dwayne, what are you looking forward to in 2021?
Resident Evil Village. I'm looking forward to that game.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh gosh.
Horror game. I love horror games. I'm sorry. I love horror.
They lit.
Me and Jazz
They're
just watched
scary.
this Netflix show called His House, and it kind of reminded me of you saw it too, right?
It was good.
It kind
Yeah.
of reminded me of The Village. It got that vibe to it. It got that like little
Okay.
vibe to it. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that.
What about you, Jazz?
Can you rephrase the question because I was fixing my camera. Sorry.
No problem. What are you looking forward to in 2021? Gaming,
Oh,
wise, not like life wise.
A better,
Okay, I was about to say none of this.
server.
None of this camera thing, none of this shit. Also looking forward to Village, Resident Evil Village.
Mm.
Can't wait to play that. Little Nightmares 2. Can't wait to play that. What else? I think that's it. No, if Fable comes out, I'll be happy for that too.
Yep, that's what I said too. That was
If it
my
never said
favorite.
when it's gonna come out.
No,
so if
they
it does
didn't.
come out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said at least a trailer, some type of news. I want some Fable 2 news this year. I want some Fable.
Yeah, we need something, man.
Yeah.
I would say
think you
for
can play
me,
the old Fable too on Xbox too.
you
Love
should
it.
play the old
I
Fable.
might-
Game
I
Pass
might-
probably.
Is Fable
Game
1 on
Pass.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
I think they got
told
all
Jazz.
the Fables.
Yeah, I
Man,
told
Fable-
Jazz.
Oh my god, Fable 1 so good.
Okay. For me, it just generally more games. More
Just any
games.
game.
I want
Yeah.
like more things to be excited for gaming wise. Because who knows when this will end,
Yeah,
There's a new
I'm thinking-
it's evolving now. It's evolving. Japan's like,
It's-
"Whoop, we're closing the doors now. So who knows how long we're in our homes playing games and streaming. And,
I'm just tired of all the medieval games. When I was watching the game, what is it? Game
Oh,
Awards?
yes.
That's
That's
all
what
I
makes me
fucking
bored.
saw was medieval games.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
how many
coming
Dungeons and
out.
Dragons we gonna have?
Yeah, that's why I'm bored of that too. Like, I'm bored of that. I'm bored of all the Norse mythology. I'm tired of that too. I'm tired of just all the we get a new game. What is it? Knights and Dragons all the time, all the
Man.
time.
there were some Knights
And
and
then
Dragons
Magic.
ones there too. Yeah,
Right. That's why I love
And then
Detroit
if you don't
Become
get
Human
that,
so
you
much.
get, all like the Greek
that was
gods.
such a good
Like,
game.
okay.
That was such a good game.
Detroit Become Human was such an amazing game. Like I want games like that. Give us more
The
games
the
like that.
possibilities were endless. The possibilities
Exactly.
were absolutely
Give
endless.
it. We want more top tier games like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want. I just want games to be excited about. I want like you show me a trailer and I'm like, oh, the Harry Potter.
Man,
Oh,
that look
yeah.
good. I don't
That
even
too.
like Harry Potter, but that game looked good as shit.
Who
It's
I got
a
a flash for that? Who I got a flash? Tell me, all right? Boobies will drop because I want that game so bad. So if we
Oh
can
my
get
God.
some information on that, that would be like awesome.
Huggy, like, how we get this game already? Don't worry about that. Just play it. Just play it.
Just like, don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry
Don't
about it.
ask no
I
questions.
got us.
Right.
No, yeah, I did what I had to do. Okay.
I did what I had to do. Gotta flip it on him anyway. You don't love me anyway.
If you were doing what you're supposed to, it's like, what? Why are you handing me these papers? What happened? What is going on? No, but yeah, Harry Potter. Outside of that, generally, it's like just awesome games. But I hope that everybody watching has a great new year. Everybody listening, hope you're having an awesome new year. Because by the time this uploads and processes for 2 days, it'll be new year by the time you guys listen to it. For those, because we are recording literally, tomorrow's the end of it. Okay.
We get out of here.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining me for the end of 2021. I mean, sorry, 2020. I already jumped to
you
the
already-
next
you
year.
already- She already got 2022.
Y'all still in 2020?
Where
I'm
they
in
trying
2021. What y'all doing back
2021.
there?
Okay, let's jump to
Yeah, I'm
22.
ready to go.
Yeah, what y'all doing back there? Come on. No, for 2020, it's been like it's I would say the second worst year of my life. But we got to the end. We made it, people. We made it. Let's
Wait,
do the
you got a
finish.
day left. You got a day left.
Sorry, I almost said the word and then the word that I used to protect the word that y'all said that y'all don't like me saying. So, Charlie, I'm just gonna call you by your name, Charlie. You better not. If it's worse tomorrow,
All
I
I'm
am
saying
driving to Detroit. I'm gonna film me driving to Detroit. I'm gonna just pull up to your house, give you a quick slap, and then drive away. I'm gonna say hi to the
That's
babies,
it.
kiss the babies, say hi to homegirl,
Listen to
Good to
do.
go.
and then leave. But yes, thank you guys for joining. There's going to be so much more happening for Party Chat Podcast in the upcoming year. Okay. And yes, I already know I do a lot. Leave me the F alone. Okay. All right. So
Wait, what you mean you do a lot?
Because
Parker. Okay.
projects and ideas. Like if I
Yeah.
tell you a new ideas and projects I had this morning alone.
I got to tell you about my new project. Oh,
Okay.
it's epic.
Okay.
Is
We're
it the
going
one
to
that we
talk.
already discussed?
We're going to talk. We're going to talk.
Yeah, we can all discuss it just
Yeah.
now on here.
Right. We're going to talk.
Oh, it's that
is it-
one.
Secretive, yeah.
A secretive,
This is
okay.
S level,
Y'all
S
don't
level
know.
clearance.
okay.
Oh, we
So
don't know.
Not
Oh.
that. No, not what I was joking about in that stream that day. Not
I thought you were
Nah.
dead.
I was like, you told everybody already.
I was
No,
dead ass
no.
serious. You about to go crazy, boy.
You look like the Charlie and Dwayne review. Okay, anyways, you could
You
check
gonna
out
follow
our
the camera like,
check
you ready,
out
bro?
our check out our
I
streams.
found some material.
Check
No,
out
no,
our
I got
streams
this idea. I got this idea, bro.
to know what they're talking about. We ain't gonna talk about that here, right? That's for the streams.
Oh my
But yes, we're gonna wrap this episode up. Let everybody know where they can find you out, Jazzy.
Oh, at _ Jazzy Guns everywhere, and then Jazzy Guns on YouTube.
Dwayne.
Dwayne King everywhere. Google. There you go. Boom. Google it.
Google baby. Charlie.
Google me, baby. Come on.
Charlie, where can they find you? You just,
X.
what you? Let me
X,
hold
or
your
just-
phone to the camera. What you looking at? Let me see.
I'll play the game,
Sapphire right here.
or just hey Charlie everywhere.
All right, and you can find me at Christine Games. Christine, like Dwayne said, Google. us.
Google.
You
Google's
can
your
see it
best
on the
friend.
screen. You can see it on the screen. Our names. Christine took time to put
Right.
this up. Look at it. Look at it. So yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. Happy 2021 when that happens for you. And some of y'all are actually already in the new year because some of y'all are in the future. So happy New Year.
Happy New
And
Year to you guys.
Right.
yes, and we out. I like that pop. I just have to wait a second to press end. You know, so you guys are awkwardly watching me while I'm looking to wait till I put my fingers up so I can press end on the stream.
She like, all right.
Like 5, and I gotta wait
Can I
a few
get some
seconds.
water?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's wrong with this damn